friends. We are back again. What? It is
Yeah,
Friday. I think it's
been
Friday.
it's been so
Who
long.
knows? Then I know we were streaming last night doing art. So I
Was
it's
that
like somewhere between Thursday and Saturday.
was it
Gotta
last
be.
night? Time is
Was it Thursday?
fleeting.
Yeah.
Mm.
Somewhere it was the same day. We've been on streaming for like a while. Yeah.
It's the
I
same
know.
day. Yeah, it is
It is the
actually the
same
same
day.
day. It's
Yeah,
the
it is the
same day.
same day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, Jason. Hi.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah.
Also, I just noticed your shirt, and that was the most bitchin' shirt I have seen in a while.
This is one
give
of
a
my favorite CG
give
shirts.
give a shout
It's
out to your shirt. Wait, hold on. Let me make you big, and you can actually show your shirt. Hold on. Let's look at this thing.
you know,
That's amazing. That's great.
yeah.
I think
So
everybody
it's one
needs
of
it.
my favorite ones. And the funny thing was, I got this like months and months, maybe a year or two before I even got the book. So it's
Bravo.
like it's like I got the cash grab shirt, but I didn't get the books for a long time. So yeah,
Bravo to
this is
that.
one of my favorite ones just because it's so ridiculous. I wear it wherever I wear it, people because nobody knows what it is. So like yeah, Cyberfrog, whatever. But like this, like it's like what is that? It doesn't make any sense if you're a
Because
stranger and you
it's
just see it.
because like from here up, it looks like a weird minion. And then
Yeah,
it
it does.
also looks like one of those old timey like villains from like a cartoon.
Yeah,
Like you're like, what are we looking at? But yeah,
yeah.
that's
Funny thing
that's
is, you know
hilarious.
what's
Yeah.
funny? If you see this, Cecil's
Yeah.
gotten better at drawing. So you see this, you're like, yeah, you know what? He has improved. It's like you see his
That's
stuff now, you're like,
hilarious.
Cecil's gotten better. Yeah.
That's hilarious. So hello. Hi. Welcome to the
Hello.
stream. I'm glad that you are on. You've joined
Yeah.
us
Thanks
the
for
last
having
two
me.
times I've had an art hang and you've drawn with us. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm a
Yeah.
night owl, and
Yeah.
I like jumping onto streams and drawing because I don't have to worry about like trying to read the chat. So,
That's
you
the
know,
best time to drop on a stream is when someone already
yeah,
has one and you just go, hey, let's do
yeah.
that.
Like
Let's go
I
over
have
there.
several friends, and obviously I have my own little DM group of artists and stuff, and I'll just post a link in
Yeah.
there. Whoever pops in, and like
Yeah.
like Shelby, he's like that. He'll even ask. He was like, "Dude, are you gonna do a stream?" Because we all want to grow our channel, and we all love talking to the
Yeah.
chat and everything like that. But it's like, well, you kind of can't get as much done. So if he's on the
That's true.
stream, he could just
Yeah.
draw and like just same thing with like Playgirl and all them other people. So yeah,
Yeah.
we have a lot of fun.
They're a good group of dudes. I like hanging with
Yeah,
all of them. And a lot of times I'll be lurking in there because I'll be doing some other stuff. But like I'll just
I
listen to you
lurk.
guys give each other shit all the time. It's amazing.
That's how you know. That's how you know you care about somebody is whenever you could, rib on them pretty well. But like
all the
Ink Spots and
time.
I are pretty brutal to each other, and he's my colorist. But
Nice.
it's fun. We have a good time, and you got to have a good time because this is comics. If you're not having a good time, you're doing it wrong.
Comics should be fun. They should
Hmm.
be fun. They
It should
shouldn't
be
be
fun.
stressful. They should be
Yes,
fun. They should
should
be
be fun.
lighthearted. They should be kind of dumb, and they should be kind of like, man, I want to read that because that's the
Yeah.
whole point.
And
That's the
what's
whole
great
point.
is like you post the link, and it's cool to meet new people as well. So like I
Yeah,
jumped in the past couple of times. I mean, I may not be able to get to you every time, but
yeah,
it's nice to meet new people, new faces, and other fellow artists. Like met a couple cats, saw their drawings, amazing stuff. Never knew them before. So on your stream last
that's
night.
cool.
So
Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
good
that's the
stuff.
amazing part of the weird YouTube area, and
Hmm.
it's cool to me because I've known these people for decades. Some of them decades, some of them years, and I didn't even know they could draw. Like they hop in and be like, "I draw." I'm like, "When do you draw?
It's
You've never once mentioned you draw." Yeah, it's
well,
amazing.
yeah, and we did briefly touch upon it last night that
Yeah,
especially if you're not used to showing people your work, you might be you might be worried about a critique or somebody
yeah,
saying, "Oh, that doesn't really look good," and so you don't even if they're your friends, so they're probably gonna say it's good, but you still get
yeah,
apprehensive, and so you don't really show people much, and I was like that for a few years while drawing. But then after a while, I'm like, you know what? I'm drawing in a sketchbook. Who cares who sees it, even if it sucks,
yeah.
So, but yeah, you just get apprehensive. So you find out new things about your friends you've known for a long time. So it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
It's quite fascinating. That's actually why I started streaming. I started doing art streams like this is like 15 years ago because
Oh
I was
wow.
super bad with anxiety and I wanted to face my fears about like my art. So I would just go balls to walls and just do art. And I would only have like my art cam on. Like I wouldn't even have face cam on. But
Mm.
that's why it got me streaming, was just doing my art and then getting over my anxiety of showing my art and my anxiety of talking to people at the same time. So it kind of like threw me into all that. And now it's kind of just natural.
Yeah,
Just doing all that.
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. So you've been doing this a while then. I've only
Uh,
been
yeah.
no, sorry. Yeah, how long? Like what?
Yeah.
You said 15 years?
So I've been doing streaming for like on and off 15 years. I've been
Jeez.
doing the YouTube thingy like
Well,
coming up to a year. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, well, I mean, you could
Yeah.
stream to Twitch, obviously, Facebook,
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
platforms and stuff like that. It's not just YouTube. That's pretty
Yeah.
fascinating. I have only been really doing the live streaming thing for maybe even 4 or 5 years, if that.
Okay. Okay.
In the YouTube thing, I've had a YouTube channel since what 2011 or something like that. But
Oh, yeah.
I've only really been using it the past 3.5 years. So
Yeah.
I never did anything on it, and actually, it's been going really well. Actually, especially the past few months, been at home because of a rotator cuff surgery, and I'm like, you know what, I might as well just do
Oh
something with
shit.
my channel, and grow it and stuff like that. So I've been doing videos, and it's been going well so far. So, but
It's
yeah, no, but doing the live
it's
streaming and drawing, especially if you're an artist and like you want to like eventually do like a festival or something like that or a convention,
mm,
I
mhm.
think that's awesome because it gets you used to see people watching you draw and
Yes.
getting used to getting talking while you're drawing too. That way, when you go to a con or a festival and somebody's like, "Hey, can you draw me this real quick?" You could draw and talk to people while like, "Oh yeah, look at this, look at that." It's a good way to practice that, and it's not easy to draw and talk
Mm.
all the time. Not everybody can do it. Even if there's some professionals, they're like, "Yeah, I don't draw on stream." They're like, "I just can't do it." They just can't draw while they're
Yeah.
live. They just can't. It's not like they can't draw. It's just they prefer to just be like talking like this, and then when they're drawing, they're just chilling out. They're just
Yeah.
focusing on it. So yeah.
Well, a lot of times too at cons, they're so nervous. And if people walk by, they don't have that like the like the guts, or they're kind of just looking down at it. They want to
Mm-hmm.
look up to go do that, but they don't
Yep.
have that ability yet to do that. So doing this interaction here kind of preps them for that, because
Yeah.
they get used to it. And that's also why I kind of named this the Fartist feature, because a lot of the guests I have on here are first time guests. So I want it like a more
Nice.
natural thing where they can get in and talk and do all that kind of stuff without worrying about like the super interview type thing where they're
Yeah.
going to be like super bombarded with all kinds of questions, or like the same ones over and over again type
Yeah,
thing. But
and and we've been over like we talked about. I do a little interview thing, and
yeah,
I know I'm going to end up asking them the same questions that somebody else has asked them, and I'll repeatedly. But it's
yeah,
going to happen eventually. But I do like the whole casual, just you're talking and you're talking about a certain subject matter that you didn't initially plan to talk about, like this. Like I never
oh,
thought we were going to talk about this, but
yeah,
and it's great. It is pretty cool. It's a casual conversation, and it helps that like I mean I met you in chats before, and then jumping on your stream, so I actually got to know you for a little bit, and that
yeah.
does help too to loosen up any like first meeting tensions between anybody, because it's
I'm
always
sure.
there no matter who you are. But I mean, there's some people that are naturally at it, but either which way, somebody's gonna might be a little more off-putting and just be reserved if for a first time meeting. But it's nice to just have somebody you've known for a couple days even, and you're like, okay, I kind of know how they are, their beats and stuff like that, and their sense of humor and what they talk about. But yeah, and the head
Yeah.
down thing, I did my first big show. I did Baltimore Comic Con not too long ago. I couldn't count how many people were constantly just head down, just sitting there. I'm like, stand up, look at the people. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And
Oh,
these are people that have been drawn forever. I'm like, I don't understand. You guys
oh
have been doing
man,
the con circuit forever. You're not looking at these people. Like, I don't get it.
that's my biggest peeve when I go to a con. And this is people that have doing it. I'm not even talking about a few months. I'm talking about like 10, 20 years.
Years.
And then they're upset that their stuff doesn't sell. They're upset that it's like, but you're not doing anything to interact with the people that are walking by. You
Right.
have people that are interested in your art. You're not even saying hello to the people
You're
that
not
are
saying hello.
coming
Your
by.
head's down drawing. It's like,
You're
I
you're you're
get,
literally like this.
yeah.
Like, and it's preventing people from like even wanting to walk up and say, hey, like, even if you have somebody next to you, I've seen people just sit there and talk to the person next to them and almost look disgusted that the people have gone up to their table, that they've
Yeah.
interrupted their conversation. It's like you're trying to sell stuff to the people, and these people are probably your fans at some point and want to come
Mm-hmm.
up to you or want to learn more about your art. And it's like, No,
Yeah.
you do have a different attitude of that, but hang on a sec.
I could understand like somebody comes up and, hey, can you commission me this? Find out how long they're going to be there, and if they're there the
Yeah.
whole time, you could be like, hey, is it cool if I get it to you tomorrow? Like that way
Oh
you can
yeah.
actually, like, I could get it if somebody's like, no, I'm going to be here just today. Then yeah, you're going to sit there and draw for a little bit, but if they're going to be there the whole weekend, just be like, hey, I can get it to you tomorrow. That way you could work on it and then look up and talk to people and like be more interactive. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like to be constantly face down in your paper. It's like, I get you're a introvert, but you're at a con constantly. Like I hear people going, "Oh, we've been doing this for years." I'm like, it doesn't look like you've been doing this for years. It looks like
Yeah.
it's your first time. So yeah, I mean, I've done some small cons and I've done festivals, so it's not like it was my first day, but it was my first time ever at a big one, and I was sandwiched between two really talented artists, and they were cool. So but I saw a lot of people when I was walking around just like head down. I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, but this is good for that though. Like
Yeah.
drawing, and then like, you'll stop, you'll read chat, and then you'll go back to drawing, and then you'll read chat, and like vice versa.
Oh yeah.
And stuff like that.
That's
So
good stuff.
yeah, this whole YouTube thing's pretty cool. It's a great way to meet
it's really
everybody.
cool. Speaking of chat, let's take a break for a second. Let's go say hey to the chat real
Yeah,
quick.
chat.
We've got Glenn. What's up, Glenn? How
What's
are
up,
you
Glenn?
doing?
Good to see
Yes,
you.
and he's out here dropping your Frog G link, which is
Appreciate
on
that,
INDIEGOGO.
Glenn.
What is
Yeah.
up, Glenn? Yes,
Swung by
nice.
the chat. I think on topic list, so I appreciate you swinging by, man.
Oh, nice. Yes,
Yeah.
he was in there one time. Yeah, nice. We got the Wonger up in the house. He says biatches. That's right, Wonger. That's right, Wonger.
Right.
We got Las Cruces all the way from New Mexico. What is up, Las Cruces?
Mm.
We got Ken. What's up, Ken? How are you doing?
Hey,
and then we got Miss So, who is lurking playing her game. I hope you're having fun playing her game, Miss So. Then we've got the trusty TM Nerdy. What's up, TM Nerdy? Oh,
Hello,
so
TM.
he is one of the hosts of the Between the Lines that I was talking about, and they're going to be on hosting Monday with Bleak, and the theme that Bleak picked is the horror icons. So that will be on Monday.
I thought you said that was on Tuesday.
It's on Mondays. Tuesday night is going to be the Halloween episode.
Oh, okay,
Halloween
that's what's
hangout.
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. So that's going to be fun. And then here we have Chance, who was hanging with us last night, and he's got the Pod Blast, and he'll be going. His stream will be happening later tonight, so I can't wait for that. It's gonna be fun. Yep, we got some cool peeps in here.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. And then we got Phil. What's up, Phil? Hey.
Hello, Phil.
And then we got our resident Dracula. What's up, Spooky? How are you doing? Then,
yeah, I don't know a lot of you cats, so it's good to meet everybody.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll be in more streams with Kay, and get to meet everybody.
Yeah, and then we got yes, and then we got Brojo, who was on with us last night. He was the one dressed as the clown. So yes.
I think I might have popped in after he left.
Oh, probably. Yeah,
Maybe.
but he will most likely be on with us again. But hey, Brojo, what's up? And then yes.
Nice.
the chat, yeah. But yep, we're at the end of the
last night. Yeah, they're great peeps. Like I said, I mean, I lurk a lot too. Like, it's nice to, like I said, my camera got all fuzzy. Look at that.
Oh no!
Oh no! You can't see me now. It's fine. If I show any artwork though, it'll get back to normal. I don't know what happened, but either which way. Sometimes I'll lurk in like if it's like a bigger chat also. My eyes suck, so if chat's going by real quick and people are saying hi to me, I can't really see it all that well, so I just watch and listen. And plus, if you're drawing, it's a lot easier, especially with me. My art table is on the other side, so I have to stand up, walk over here, and it's too much. So sometimes I'll just listen and lurk, and I like doing that too. Sure. So there's nothing wrong with lurking.
Yeah, sometimes when it's the chat is super overwhelming.
Yeah,
and I don't really feel like saying hi.
I
don't want
I want to say hi to you all, but it's just too.
I'll just lurk. I'll just leave a lurk. That's okay.
Sometimes I'll just say something in the chat, and there's some really cool people, and they'll just say hi to me. Like there's two that always do whenever I'm in a big chat, like Ethan's or something. It'll be like Past Master Dan will say hi, or stuff like that. There's certain people that just instantly see me and say hi to me, and they're really nice. It's really awesome. Yeah.
What's up, CJ? How are you doing? Oh, Wonger's back. What's up, Wonger? Yay.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome to the chat, the lovely peoples. So for the peeps in the chat that were not here the last two art streams, would you like to do a little introduction of yourself? Who is Jason?
Well, that's why there's a question mark after my name, because who is Jason? Who is he? The core root.
Jason be who? Yeah.
Who is
Oh,
he? No, I'm just joking.
hey, Nicholas.
No, I've been drawing for ever since I was a little kid, but I've been mainly getting into independent publishing, independent comics, and Comics Gate for past 3 years now. Started drawing my comic about 7 years ago, maybe, but yeah, I started initially though, drawing my whole life, whatever. I went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, which was a big mistake. I knew how to draw before then, but I hate Ohio, so I really wanted out. So I was like,
Oh no.
yeah. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go to. I love Florida though. Let me just say, hey, what's going on?
We got Angela Curry in the chat.
How's it going? How's it going? Yes, it's my co-host actually on Sundays.
Yeah. Very
But
lovely lady.
anyway, I went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, and I had some great teachers, but like I knew how to draw before going in, so I didn't have to really. I just wanted to get out of Ohio, and I get majorly in debt. So yeah, but yeah, and then came back home after a few years and of living down there. But and then finally I was like starting. I'm like, you know what? I, my skills improved after just drawing every at home and stuff like that. But and so finally I started working on my own comic, and I wanted my brother to write it because he's a very talented writer, and he didn't know what to do with it. I drew the first page. And I showed it to him like, dude, I like this character. He looks really cool. Can you do something with it? And he just couldn't figure out anything because he wanted to do his own book. And so I started just drawing more with it. And eventually my first book, Absolute, came to fruition from that. And I didn't really, like, while I was drawing it, I didn't know what to do. Should I pitch it to Image, Dark Horse? What do I do? And the guy at the comic shop, he's like, why don't you try Kickstarter or Indiegogo or something like that? I'm like, yeah, I guess it's a good idea. I'm like, I don't know. And I was watching this whole time. I've been watching Dan Fraga on Instagram because he would go live and he would have his son Harrison jumping around, being all crazy in the back seat. It was fantastic, great stuff. And I would ask him questions there, and he would answer. I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. I got Dan Fraga answering my questions. I'm like, that's crazy. So and eventually he's like, I'm going to be streaming on YouTube. I was like, oh, cool, all right. And so I was like, I have a YouTube channel. But so I started watching him then, and that was when he had this show called Couch Doodles. That was his old channel, was Couch Doodles.
Ouch.
And that's where I met everybody. I met a lot of my friends, Dan Plagle, Christopher John, Luke Alietta, my host on my other host on Topic List, Pedro Ang, a lot of fantastic people. I mean, I'm going to leave people out, and he started in, that was like end of 2019, like October 2019 pretty much. So
Okay.
that's whenever Couch Doodles and he started really going live, was around that time frame. And I'm like, this is dope. And then he started talking about like Comicsgate and bringing back Black Flag and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know what Comicsgate is, just make comics, cool, make fun, cool comics. And apparently to me, that's all that Comicsgate is fun, cool comics. There's nothing else to it, in my opinion. Now, that's just my opinion. I'm not going to touch on that. But
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, well, that's cool. And through that, I'm like, oh, well, I could just, like, I saw how the Indiegogo worked that way, through him launching like his, Black Flag, and then everybody else launching their books. I'm like, okay, well, that's how it works. You just get on these, you ask people, can I come on? And stuff like that. And I had already been in Fraga's chats, and he would drop the link in the chat. This is back when like 10 people were watching Dan Fraga. So, he would drop the link in the chat, and everybody would just come on, and we'd hang out with a professional artist, like somebody we grew up collecting comics from in the 90s. Like, it's like a kid's dream come true. And so I asked him one day, I'm like, hey, man, he asked me. He's like, when do you launch Absolute? I'm like, oh, it's already live. And he was like, what? You already launched it? So he's like, why don't you come on my show? We'll promote it. We'll get some funding. So it was really nice of him. I'm here mainly because Fraga got me in. The man with the heart of gold. I mean, I can't say nothing bad about Dan Fraga. He's a great dude. But so he got me into it, and he promoted my book. He even said, if my first book, he's like, when you get funding, I will draw you a trading card. So like, I'm a huge fan of his, and I'm like, this is like a little boy's dream come true. So it was pretty dope. So that's initially how I got into everything. And just after that, it's all just jumping on streams, jumping in chats, talking to people, getting to know everybody, getting on new streams, getting to know newer people, and just growing not only your audience, but growing your friends and who you know, and your other talented people that you can bring into your atmosphere and your hemisphere. So
For
yeah,
sure.
that's how it all came about, and now I got Frog G. I had Absolute 1 and 2, and now I got Frog G, and then I also have another book on the thing. So it's been a pretty long adventure. But yeah, so that's me in a nutshell.
That's you in a nutshell.
Well,
Yeah.
so
It
that was a
fits
great
all. It
stream.
fits
Thank you
all.
for
It
having
fits
me.
all in a
Oh, wait,
teeny
what?
tiny little nutshell. Yeah.
And this is
Wow.
me in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I'm in a
Little itty
nutshell.
bitty teeny tiny nutshell. Oh. And it
I'm
fits it. You have wood
5'6". I'm
paneling
not that
back there.
short.
It fits it all in there because it looks like you are in a nutshell because you do have the wood paneling back there.
Yeah, that's where I hide the bodies.
Whoa. Oh. Aha.
Yeah.
You don't need to know that.
So yeah, but and then like I said, I've been hanging out with a lot of people, and that's where Topicals actually came about. Like I said, this all stems back to Frege. I mean, I love comics. Dan Frege looks like it just happened that way, but Topicals came about because I told Luke, I'm like, hey man, Frege would draw live. I'm like, why don't we just draw live, dude? Why don't we just have a show every week where we just come on, we talk about nonsense, and we just draw. It's mainly about drawing, and we talk about stuff. That's why it's called topicless, because we don't have any topics. We just shoot from the hip. So
nice, perfect. So you're shooting from the hip, so that means you're punching everything in the nuts, like Journey just said. Punch that like button in the nuts. Yeah,
that's right. Slam it. Share this out. Hit that subscribe button
shit.
if you're new.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I shared it. You should too.
Oh shit. Yeah. Show about nothing. Also, I want to give a shout out to Angela, who is a fantastic co-host, and she's got your back, and she does a fantastic job on your show.
She does do a great job.
Props to you, Angela.
Yeah. I have a degenerative eye condition called retinitis pigmentosa. So I slowly going blind, and I can't really read the chat all that well. So like I can read it, it just takes 6 hours, and I have to get half an inch away from the screen. So I felt bad because I really wanted to promote people as my channel grew. I'm like, it's the least I can do is at least give back a little bit. Especially people that kind of can't get on like the bigger channels or like, because usually they tend to promote each other, and I get it, that's fine. But like smaller books or something like that, or smaller creators that just can't get on those bigger channels, and my channel is growing, so like some more eyes on the audience. I can't really read chat, and that's like those are the backers, like those are the people that are going to maybe back the book.
Sure. Yeah.
And you got to interact with them. You want to talk with them. I want to talk with them, and if I can't read your chat, it's going to take too long to read it. People are going to not want to come in and chat because they're like, this guy can't read. So I needed a co-host, and at first it was Piper, who did a great job, but she couldn't. Schedules conflicted a lot. Like there's plenty of times where she's like, "Oh, I can't do it today." So I kind of wanted somebody who wasn't a creator. I wanted mainly somebody who's kind of a fan and a backer. Okay. That way, they have a different perspective on things, and it won't be when you're a creator. Also, sometimes you get like, "Oh, I want to talk about my project. I want to talk about my thing," and so I kind of wanted to try to avoid that. Yeah, so. Angela's been doing a great job. I asked Piper, is it cool? Piper's like, yeah, that's fine. She's like, she didn't care. So she was cool with it. Piper's really nice and a good person. So, but Angela's been doing a fantastic job. She'll ask the questions that come up. And so, yeah. And people like Angela, so it works. Yeah.
We do like Angela. She's fantastic. I talk to her in chats, not just your own chat, but yes.
Yeah, she's everywhere. Yeah.
You're excellent at reading chat. You should follow my model. I call bullshit on that, CJ. You ignore your chat. That's all let me get out there.
I can't count how many people I see streaming. I don't want to talk to you right now. It's probably anyway. Like I can't count how many people I see streaming. There'll be like 25 minutes have gone by, and they haven't highlighted anyone. They haven't looked at anything. Yeah. I'm like, you realize there's people over there asking you questions and stuff. It's like, I don't get it.
I know, that's so sad. Yeah. I feel bad for those chats. Because I've been in those chats before. I know. I've been in those chats before.
I leave. I'm like, you don't have to read mine. Read somebody's at least. I'm like, come on.
I've been in those chats. Because I would used to do is I would go on Twitch, and I would put it where it was like the least viewed stream. And I would go in there, and I would like in it, because we would do pushes for people to get affiliate. So we would find people that weren't affiliate, and we would go hang in streams. And we would just be like, hello, like for at least an hour trying to get somebody to, they would not even, they would leave. They wouldn't even say hi. They would just end the stream.
Yeah. Like that's what I said. Like if I'm drawing, like I said, I can't be here, but I'll have my iPad with me, and I'll look over, and I'll at least see who's coming in, who's new, and I can at least read it that way. And I may not highlight it, but I'm still acknowledging that you're there. Like I use him as an example because I think he does a fantastic job at it. But he's I hang out with him a lot. But Shelby does a great job with chat and drawing at the same time, and even just interacting with chat. He's a great example of how to do it, pretty much, and
Yeah.
like there's the big guys too, who they have like what 1,500 people watching,
Oh,
and they'll still acknowledge
crazy.
chat. Like I don't get it. If you have 50 people in your chat and you're not looking at the stupid thing, it's like, why are you live? Just hang out backstage
Yeah.
with your friends then. So yeah.
Some of them have like 2 people, and it's like, what? You can interact with 2 people. The
Yeah.
key to a good chat interaction is never saying hello. Okay, I'll remember that next time, CJ.
Don't
Having
say
a
hi to
good
me.
wing person is critical. Even though I don't have a co-host, my wingman is Glenn, and he is in there dropping links, and he is in there. He is always saying, hey, he is always like shouting my channel out, even though I
That's
don't even
awesome.
tell him to do that. He is out there supporting my channel, and you
That's
get mad
yeah.
props, Glenn.
That's a good
Yeah.
mod right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Good
That's a
times.
good
Good
mod. Yeah.
times. CJ has a question. He wants to know, are you part of the Comicsgate?
I really don't know what that means. I you got the big guys and the people the pros that came in because they were pushed out from the industry because of their political views. I don't know jack about politics. I don't follow it. I'm not kidding you. I constantly get confused about liberal and conservatives as to which one's Democrat and Republican. I still to this day, I will get reminded of who they are and I will forget within 3 minutes. I just my eyes glaze over when people talk politics. My ink spots, my colorist, he's in a little bit into politics and we'll be in like Discord or something and be like, oh, Joe Biden. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just like, I stopped listening. I'm like, I'm done. But I don't know if he's talking about like that. I consider like Comicsgate came about what 2017 or something. I came in way later, and
Something around there.
my viewpoint on it is make fun, cool comic books that the fans like and that you like. Like that's it to me. Um, like I know there's some people like there's only one definition for it. I don't think that because everybody has different opinions on everything.
Yeah.
So I don't go into the politics on things. I don't. That's not my flag. I don't wave it. I don't sit there and like walk around with CG flag. I don't care. I mean, I just view Comicsgate as like a fun, cool fan movement group. Like we want fun, cool comic books. Like we were like I told you, Hulk, the Incredible Hulk book looks amazing. Like the art is fantastic. That's dope. But we're sick of seeing all this other garbage. The industry getting destroyed by a lot of just crappy writing and crappy books. Like there's books that I bought like when I was able to read them. I was like, this is only a few years back. I was reading, I'm like, man, this is just garbage. I didn't know why. Like, like to me, it wasn't a political thing. It's just like the story just seemed bland and boring, and it's just like this is just dumb. And I don't know. So to me, I don't know if he means the Comicsgate as in like we're about slamming SJWs and the culture war. I don't care about that. That let other people worry about that fight. That's not my bag. I want to just draw. I want to make cool artwork and cool stuff that fans will like, that people will buy and read and hopefully enjoy. I can't promise you'll enjoy it. I just hope you will. So that's my viewpoint on the whole thing. Like I said, there's plenty of people who go around and they wave a flag and they're like, they get it tattooed on them or something. I don't know. That's not like I have plenty of tattoos. I'm not about to get CG tattooed on me. So, but yeah. So
Leave
it's
that
just
for the another guy.
yeah. And like I said, to me, it's just like you could take away the name of it. It's about making fun, cool comics. It's just a name. Like you could have called it Flowery Roses, and that's the name of the movement. I don't care what it's called. It's just like I even said, like Frege was talking about it, and to me, the whole viewpoint is Comicsgate or not Comicsgate. Just make fun, cool books.
Angela said she came to CG for escapism entertainment. Face blue smiling emoji. What's up, Copy? What's up, Copy? Yeah. So I think there's okay. What are you reading? What are you saying here? Let me read this. The only opinions that Matera are mine. Comicsgate just so happens to share many. So there's a couple versions, I believe, of the people that belong to that thing. And I believe the vast majority of them are a group of people that want to make good indie books or just good books in general and support each other.
And like you hang out with like-minded people, like the pros will hang out with the pros because they're the pros. They got that skin in the game. They also have that mindset. You know what I mean? So they're like-minded. Like the people who I hang out with, we're all about, like a lot of us anyway, are about just like, let's just make fun, cool comics. Like whether or not you call it Comicsgate or whether or not you call it just indie comics or Iron Age or it doesn't really matter. What matters is the content and the quality that you're putting out and the passion that you have for it. Like you could tell when somebody's on like when I'm interviewing somebody on one of my streams, I can tell when they're just like doing this to try to maybe make a buck, which they're
Yeah,
definitely doing the wrong thing to
for
make a
sure.
buck because you don't make
Yes.
money at this unless you're like Michael Bancroft. You know, you get that audience going, or you know you're a pro and you can get that backing. Or even Eric July, he's got a huge subscriber count. He's going to get funded. You know what I mean? Otherwise, that
Yeah.
you're going to get like 2K, 3K. You're going to put your book out, and you better just want to do that because that's why you love doing it, is to put the book out and to get it in people's hands, work your full-time job. It's a grind. So the people who are
Yeah.
trying to interview this for a buck are idiots. And you can kind of tell who they are. They're like, oh, maybe I'll get a movie deal. Like once they start talking about that, you're like, you're definitely just doing this as a grift. It's not your thing, and it's
Yeah.
disheartening. But yeah, it's to me that's all that it is. It's indie comics, and it's just happened to have a label attached to it. Now,
Yeah.
I'm sure there might be plenty of people who are diehard hardcore CG, and they'll probably come after me for saying it. Let them. I really don't care. Um, I just want to make cool books and draw cool stuff. You know, hang
Which
out, and meet cool people.
you are doing that. So
Mm.
yes, give yourself
Well, thank
props
you.
for that.
Appreciate
Yes.
that. I'm
But
trying.
I
I'm
agree
trying.
with I agree with what you said because I've done several of these already. I don't even know how many I've done. I've done close to 30 of both my artist thing and my campaign thing.
Nice.
And it's the one thing that I see the most of. The main person that's going to sell your book for your Kickstarter is yourself. The
Mhm.
more passionate you are about the book that you are promoting, the more people are going to want to back it. And
Yeah.
if you're just going to sit there and I ask you a question, what is this book about? And you just go, turtles, that
I
doesn't
do.
tell me anything.
I do like turtles, especially when they're ninjas. But
Yeah. But
yeah,
just that doesn't really tell you
no.
anything. But if you tell me like excitement in your eyes, how it came about, how you created it, that kind of thing, that gets me, that gets the people chat, that gets people
Yeah.
want to find out more about that. And some people lack that when they talk about their work. And you don't
It,
see that and that's sad to me. Uh
and I do get not everybody like this is a new thing. Like not
yeah.
everybody is used to, and like I said, artists, writers, we shelter ourselves. We're introverts by nature. So I do get there are those people that just don't have that like that energy or something. Like I don't know, I just drink a 5 hour, so I'm a little hyped up, but and I'm drinking
I,
coffee on
I
top of
drank
it.
so many Mountain Dews and energy drink before this. I'm still quite half dead, but I'm telling you, about 5 minutes, I'm probably gonna be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
you with who was it the other day? I can't remember her name, but you were like, yeah,
Christy?
you have like 8 of these, and like you were like just
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
incessantly.
yeah. Oh, this is probably Christy, and we're both
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah.
That
Yeah.
was a good stream, but yeah, yeah, that was fun. But yeah, and like I said, there's some people that they're just not as energetic or something, and like this is newer, they're
Yeah,
reserved and it's fine, but you can kind of tell like they still love what they're doing. They just don't know how to convey it as much.
yeah,
It's sometimes it's the people that are like, yeah, I was gonna maybe write a book, but I thought this was easier to get to do, and maybe get into the some eyes on movie deals or something. Like, okay, you shouldn't be on here. Like, you shouldn't be doing
yeah.
write your book. Don't do comics.
Write
It's a
the book.
different beast.
If
Yeah,
it happens, it happens. But worry about the book and getting it out there and getting
yeah,
people to love the book and the thing that you're working on
yeah,
now. Then worry about that later.
yeah.
But don't
And
go
like,
gung ho into it. Be like, oh, let's get movie because I like the Marvel stuff. You know what I mean?
right.
Just
And that's what they see, and they see money signs when it's like,
yeah,
yeah, you're no. But like another thing is like you can kind of tell some of the people, not everybody, obviously, because I've had John Hervey on, loves comics. The dude's passionate about it, but like
yeah,
you could tell I love comics. Like I'm a hoarder. You could see the books behind me. Like you could obviously I've been doing this for a while. Like it's not like you don't see like movies posters everywhere, which is fine. But you see comic crap everywhere because that's what I love. I don't care. I just want to put comic books out, have make it my job. I want to make it my job. It doesn't need to be rich doing it. I'm fine with just paying the bills and medical and all that stuff and living my life that way. So, but right now a lot of us have to have full-time jobs and do the comic thing as well. So like look at my Color Ink Spots as a plumber, and that's why Frog G is late right now, is because he's even said, I'm not throwing him under the bus, he threw himself under the bus, but he's even said like his work was so slammed and so busy that he just couldn't color pages because he's so wiped out at the end of the day because he owns his own
oh,
business. Like he's working like 17, 20-hour days, 7 days a
oh,
week
that's
for like a
harsh.
month and a half straight.
Oh, wow.
Brutal. And so, but the guy's still putting out amazing work. I can even show. I'll show this one. I'll show a little that he
We've got,
recently colored.
while you're pulling that up, we got Matt Kevlar LaRock, which is, that's a name,
Kevlar?
Bro. That is a name.
Yeah, Kevlar. Yeah, just call him Kevlar.
Yeah.
It's easier.
No, I like the name. I'm just saying that's a good name. He says, "What's up, kids?" That's a part that's always been hard. Pitching my stuff. I'm like, it's cool. Just look at it. Lol.
He does good stuff. Kevlar's got good stuff.
Hold on. CJ, I'm gonna save your questions for a hot second, and then once he's done showing this off, I will pull up your questions. Okay.
So here's one of the
more
recent pages that he's colored. Okay. So.
Oh wait. Hold on, I gotta change the view. Oh wait, it's doing a thing, but we can kind of see it. Wait, it's doing a. All right. All right. I guess we can put our face there.
That's fine. I don't know if I could zoom in because I mainly just I'm in the.
It's in the weird windowy thing. Could you?
There you go.
There you go. Zoomies. Wait, hold on. Let me do that, so then it'll be over there. There we go.
So this is one of the recent pages that he's colored. He's doing some of it is traditional, some of it is also digital traditional mix. I think this is a bit of both. I can't remember. So this is one of the pages where Frog G fell down a stairwell, and that's like a door knocker talking to him and then opening up. I'll show it. Hold on. No, that's the first. That's on the campaign. And then this is. I love this one too. He's walking down a hallway here, and there's a bunch of heads in the background.
Oh, I like that. That looks like the old style, like like chalky pastels.
Yeah, this one he colored traditionally. So nice. Yeah, this is So Inkspots is insanely talented, and there's also some Easter eggs in this. Right here, you have one of my aliens from my first book. So, and then way over here on the side. Over here, you have Goblin Girl's horn from Goblin Girl. So I put in some little Easter eggs in there, but yeah. So a lot of. I mean, Inkspots is insanely good and very underrated in the indie scene, in my opinion, as far as colorists go. He's just. I'm lucky that he's working on the book.
Yes.
So.
I really like the way that he colors, and I like that how it enhances like the actual inking.
Yeah. And that's what's great. That's what I got fortunate with is I do a lot of cross hatching and a lot of stuff. Like even if it's digital, like this is with Frog G. Okay. Absolute first book was digital. The second book, first half of it was digital. Second half was digital traditional mix. And the reason for that is whenever I'm doing pages, like I will draw like the outline of him. Like I would draw the outline of Frog, the outline of the heads and stuff like that. And then I'll print it out, and then I'll add in all my cross hatching and everything with either a pen and ink, like a crocodile nib, or a micron or felt tip pen or something like that. Because my eyes are so bad, I can't. I need this to be perfect. Like you see me draw, just straight out traditional, but those are messy pieces. Like those can be messy on purpose. Same thing with my other book. Those are all traditional pages, but it's supposed to be messy. Frog G is supposed to be a little cleaner, but still have that Sam Keithy grit feel to it. And that was the key thing also is that Inkspots, he likes those kind of styles too, like those weird, wacky, watercolor or, traditional feel styles. And so
it's a very good mesh between the two of you.
Yeah. So he knows he doesn't want to cover my lines either. I even told him, like, dude, the way Frog G came about with Inkspots coloring it was Absolute Book 2. I had a tier where you could back a tier where you could back it and you could become a trading card rather than get drawn in the book. You become a trading card and you become like a creature or whatever. You make up the character though. Like it's your design. I just draw it and you get the original art. So
very cool.
I don't know if you know who the mod of Frog G is. But he's in chats a lot. He'll promote books and he'll talk to people. Great dude. And he backed the tier, and we had drawn the trading card. And when I drew it, I'm like, I really want Inkspots to color it. I met Ink on a few streams before then. I love his stuff. He colored Cash Grab, which he did a great job. And I really wanted Inkspots. And so he colored it. And before he did, I'm like, dude, just don't blow out my lines. I'm like, I put in an insane amount of cross hatching to these. I'm like, I don't want you to cover them. And so when he finished it, not everybody knew it was a card. So people, when I posted it to Twitter, people were like, when does this book come out? This looks awesome. And that was not going to happen ever. Frog G was never supposed to be a book. It was just a trading card. So we listened to the fans though. They wanted the book. We gave them the book. So Ink Spots was going to work on his IP called Metal Mayhem Rock Boy. I was going to continue with Absolute, but this came about. Everybody wanted it, so we gave it to him. And Ink Spots, like I said, he colored it, and then like especially what he'll do here is he'll color it traditionally, and then he'll go in and put my lines over top of it afterwards because he prints it out, and then he colors it. So we have some traditionally colored pages. Some of it's digital. So, and that's fine too. There's nothing wrong with digital coloring. But yeah, so Ink Spots is crazy talented. And Frog G, like you said, he created the character, so he gets a portion of the profits. So
he is awesomely talented, by the way. I've seen some of the stuff that dude has crafted.
Frog is crazy
Holy
good.
Shit.
He's crazy good at those lights that he makes and stuff. Like
that Eye of Sauron thing that he just made.
So good.
That was the sickest thing I've ever seen. It was so sick.
Cool. Frog. And the funny, okay, there's another person I never knew had did that kind of stuff until it was one day. He was like making like D&D dice and stuff like that. And I saw him, I'm like, dude, these are crazy. For the campaign, somebody who won a tier or something like that, Frog made like dice, and he even made like this special case holder for it. He put little frogs inside the dice. Like, I never knew he could do stuff like that. So once again,
so talented.
I just thought he was a fan of comics. So yeah, it's like,
I love like when he puts his items up, he does the green gloves with like the little frog eyes.
Yeah. He puts the froggy on his he puts frog on his hands. So yeah, that's really cool. And yeah. People know me from my blue glove a little bit. If you don't really see my face sometimes, but yeah.
Okay, I've got a lot of questions. Some questions saved from CJ, but I've got some stuff right here. He wants to know: do you prefer digital or traditional art more?
I prefer traditional. Because of my eyes. Like I said, I have my left eye is practically fully blind. I can see a little bit on the bottom there, peripheral, and then my right eye has some blackout spots in it, and there's also a fuzzy like haze to everything. So because of my vision, I kind of have to do digital if I'm doing comics. But whenever I love doing traditional stuff. Like I was on with K-pop. Your name's K-pop, so you're gonna be stuck with that.
That's fine. That's also why I do the Fartist, because my most typoed name ever is K-poop.
K-poop.
Pick the name that you want to go with.
But like, you saw that traditional that page. That's a mix of digital and traditional because of my eyes. So whenever I'm doing like a comic or something, I kind of have to go part digital. But I prefer traditional because you get like, so this is some like. So this is be like a pen and ink, but this isn't precise. Like there's a lot of messiness to it. There's a lot of inaccuracies, and it's just gritty and twisted, and I could be loose with it. So that's like even like this. This is just a micron doodle that I did one day, but I prefer. I could show the absolute stuff.
So he also wanted to know what was your favorite mediums to work with. So would inks be your favorite mediums to work with?
I love doing pen and ink and watercolor. Actually, I really like it too. But let's get a messy page. But yeah, with traditional, like there's a connection between the pen, paper, and you that just goes into it that you don't get digitally. Like I can replicate my look that I do traditionally, but like, I don't know. This is from One Stormy Night, so this is all actually traditional stuff. So this is all traditional, but it's supposed to look messy. It's supposed to look like rainy and just kind of like out there, and a little sloppier, like he's just walking here. But so yeah, it depends on the feel and the style that I want to go for. Absolute, the first two books, they had to be more precise. And like I said, I can't really draw eyes that well unless I zoom in, like if it's a person's eye, but I can draw a really sketchy, loose, weird eye just fine if it's traditional. I prefer traditional. I do digital out of necessity, pretty much. I use it as a tool. I don't use it as a cheat. And some people would consider it such. I hope I didn't make these pages out of order. But yeah, figure it out. I'm an idiot. So yeah, so I prefer digital or traditional. I like digital because it's just I can get more. Digital is how I would probably draw if I could see. I still would probably draw
Yeah.
different, but yeah, long-winded answer to your questions.
There's some amazing watercolor programs though that you can get that
Hmm.
literally mimic watercoloring
Yep.
coloring on paper. Like the Rebel program,
Rebel.
it's insane. Like
Yeah, Inkspots
if,
has it actually. Yeah.
if you guys in chat don't know it, like you can wet the canvas and it'll wet itself, and then how wet it gets, and you put the ink on there, it'll actually mimic watercolor. It's sick. It's crazy.
It's
Uh,
crazy good. Corel
yeah,
Painter is another good one too. At least it
yeah,
was. I haven't had it in a while, but that's another good one. But Rebel has been advancing in that category as far as the
yeah.
watercolor goes. Because like that, Inkspots has it, and he actually colored
So good.
one of the Frog G pages with Rebel. It's on the campaign page, and it's the one with
Okay.
the Volkswagen going all crazy and stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'll be pulling
no,
them.
yeah, I'm just saying like he's used Rebel Rebel
Nice.
whatever it's called to color one of the pages. So that's the great thing about Frog G the book is we're all experimenting, both him and I. So I'm experimenting with like inking techniques or like what's faster, what's slower, and stuff like that, and like trying different methods. He's experimenting with his coloring methods and what materials he's using. So it's a mixed media approach to a lot of it. It's not as big as Skits. I don't know if you know Skits comic. That's like he'll use newspaper clippings and stuff. He's crazy,
Oh,
but it's still a
I
mixed
love that
media
kind of stuff.
platform.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a David Mack type of guy. He's got really cool stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Frog G is kind of a mixed media thing, and Inkspots colors digitally pretty much out of speed. Because comics they take a while. So if he's coloring digitally, he can go a little faster. But there's nothing like getting the feel of a traditional, materials in your hand and actually getting dirty and gritty. And there's the connection, like I said, like part of you just more goes into it. And plus, you have something physical at the end of the day. You have something that you can hold.
To me, it doesn't feel like I've done art unless I've made a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Like like for real. I don't know what it is. Like when I'm doing my art, I like flick my pages around. I like get mad at it. Like I get to make a mess. Like I literally have since last night ink tested all over my hands, and I wasn't even doing art. I was just rubbing. This is from when I was doing the patterns, and I had to wipe the ink off. And I've taken a shower, everything. It just won't come off. But,
no, it doesn't come. It won't come off for a few days. Like I don't know, like if it'll show up, but I got like ink stains in my fingernails. Yeah, so it's like it's everywhere, and like because I like to smear and do stuff like, and I do wear the glove, which does help with the one hand, but I still smear and I do everything like that, and then just get ink all over me. And I have a particular pair of sweatpants I wear almost like I wash them obviously, but they're so covered with ink and just paint and just everything. So I'm constantly just wiping stuff on it and like brushes and you name it. So yeah, it's I love getting messy like that. It's fun.
We have a Kev off happening in the chat. We have Kevlar versus Kev versus Kev versus Kev happening in the chat. All versus amazing artists, by the way. And yeah, I like the accidents of watercolor and ink wash. They're interesting. Yes. It's taken me like 30 years to realize the little accidents that happen in your art, like Bob Ross said, they're happy accidents, and to allow them because they're just going to enhance your artwork and to fuck it and go with it.
This is the watercolor that I was working on last night, and you can see it's dried, so the colors look different.
Little blurry-ish again, but it's all right. We can see it. But yeah, no, the watercolor's dried. Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, see how it's very different from what it was last night.
Yeah.
It when it dries up, it gets a little lighter and it's nice. So it came out so far. It's coming out nice, but yeah, it's a slow process. Slow process. But yeah, I love doing it.
Yeah, that's when you know you're doing the good work, States. Yeah. See, I know. Yeah. That's how you know. Yeah, and I was making a Muppet. This is I was even drawing.
If you're making the Muppet though, you might stab yourself with needles and stuff.
I did.
That,
I do.
Yeah.
I've done that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Okay, I know. I've got a lot of questions starting here from CJ. Nice. Yeah, we've got a lot. We did answer a couple of these, but I did have a lot. But hold on 1 second. I will answer this one real quick because this is a non-journey question, and I will go to this one real quick. Jason, what is your favorite film of all time?
Oh, that's like picking your favorite kid. Come on now. I like a wide variety of stuff, but really like I can put on Aliens any day of the week and be happy.
Yes.
Predator, first one, Alien or Aliens, either one. Predator. I do like Fight Club. I'm a guy. It's a full on
Okay.
testosterone driven movie. It's fantastic.
All right. All right.
Um, yeah, Dread is good. Falling Down is a fantastic movie.
Yes.
I mean, Hot Fuzz. Forget about it.
Oh,
That's one of my favorite comedies.
love Hot Fuzz.
So good. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say what my favorite movie is because there's so many. Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh,
Like,
Lopan is the best. I love Lopan.
come on, yeah.
It's the best.
Girl with green eyes. Yeah. So, Dan Plagueis.
That dude alone has played the best character since the 80s out of any movies ever made.
Yeah, he's that dude's been in so many movies. It's ridiculous, and TV shows on top of it. But yeah. But there's so many. There's just so many to pick. That's like, who's your favorite band? It's like I can't answer that. I'd have to list several. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I am picky like about my movies and music, but usually I just can't pick one. But the ones I love, I can watch any day, every day. Lethal Weapon, first Lethal Weapon, fantastic movie, love it.
Great movie.
Yeah, great
I
movie.
even love the one with Jet Li, even though that wasn't as great, but I love the one with Jet Li.
Yeah, Jet Li's awesome.
I was so geeked out when that movie came out because I was like, yes, this is his first U.S. movie. He's gonna come and be a star. I was like, yeah. I was way into Jet Li movies back then, so yeah, that was.
He's an amazing martial artist. I mean,
yeah. I still say Fist of Legends is my favorite movie.
Fist of Legends. I don't think I've seen it.
It's the remake of the Bruce Lee movie. I believe it was a Chinese Connection. Yeah, it was a Chinese.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen Chinese Connection, obviously, but yeah.
But yes, so good. The man is a genius.
There you go, Bruce Lee movies. I love Bruce Lee movies. So it's hard to pick.
This is true. There's Christmas trees in it. This is true.
Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie. So is Die Hard. Christmas movies. They're Christmas
Die Hard
movies.
for sure is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So is Gremlins. You guys can suck it if you say otherwise.
How is Gremlins not a Christmas movie? Of course it's a Christmas movie.
Gremlins, and there's a horrific Christmas story about a Christmas tree.
Who says
in the chimney? It's a Christmas movie.
Who would ever say Gremlins isn't a Christmas movie?
There's people that fight about this all the time, but it is for sure a Christmas movie.
That's a Christmas movie. Like everybody has the cliche, it's got to be about reindeer and Santa and happiness. It's like, no, Christmas movies are Christmas movies. No. Like, yeah.
And Terrifier 3 is coming out in November, and it is Christmas themed. And if they tell me it is not a Christmas movie, I'm gonna fight you to the death. And that is a Christmas
Bad Santa. Movie. That's a Christmas movie.
That is a Christmas movie. Yes.
Movie.
Yes. All right. What are we saying here? I still go back to the original Star Wars. Yes. Okay.
No, without a doubt. OG Star Wars.
For sure. Kevlar, for sure.
Yeah, I can put those on any day and be happy.
Also true. It is a Christmas movie. Harry Potter is a Christmas movie. It takes place during the holidays. There is a part in it takes place during the holidays. They get Christmas gifts.
I'm not a big Potterhead, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. It is partially Christmas. Yes. They do go on holiday break and do Christmas themed stuff. Tyler has a question. Don't worry, CJ. I will get to your 21 starred questions. Don't worry. Do you have a favorite character to draw or least favorite character?
Oh, I love drawing the Joker.
Ooh, yeah.
He's just because there's so many different ways you can draw him. He's a very diversified character in the good way. He's a lot of fun, and I like drawing Batman just because he's Batman. But Spider-Man's fun because you could really like mess with his anatomy and stuff like that and really play with them. But Joker's probably my favorite. He's a go-to. I like drawing the Max just because I like Sam Keith. But Joker, definitely my favorite.
Yeah. I'm going to interrupt 1 second. Black Christmas. Oh, ready to go. Black Christmas, Krampus, and Gremlins. Yes. However, the 1970s Black Christmas, not those other two bullshit remakes that came out for Black Christmas. Those can get the hell out of here.
Okay. You're out of here. You're done, though.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yes. Out of here. Out of here. Also, interesting question, CJ. He wants to know, do you find it irritating when you are barraged a load of questions, regardless of how intelligent or insightful they are? Maybe we'll wait till after he answers your 22 star questions to answer this question.
Well, I can answer that one right now. No, I don't mind answering. I don't mind. I don't care if you got a question of what's your favorite cookie recipe. I don't care. I will answer there's no such thing as a dumb question or an irrelevant
Okay.
question or anything like, unless you're hockey, then you have dumb questions. But yeah,
What? Wait. Oh, what do you hate about hockey?
he's Australian.
Oh, that
No,
hockey. I thought you meant hockey. I was like to say, oh,
no,
you meant
hockey.
hockey. You meant hockey.
Yeah,
Okay.
hockey. My
Okay,
friend hockey. Yeah, no.
Hockey. Yeah.
No, I don't watch hockey, but it's fun, violent
It's
sport, so
hockey's-
I like that part of it.
hockey. Even if you hate hockey, the sport hockey, not hockey, and you
Correct.
go to a hockey event, there's beer, there's music, there's fighting, and there's amped up stuff. And
See,
it's
I like the fighting. Yeah, I
fun
like the
event
fighting.
that you will ever be to in your lifetime. And it's
think
just
I've
a
been to
bunch of
one.
people. It's just a bunch of people rooting and routing and waiting for violence to happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I might have been to one like 30 years ago with my aunt or something like that. I can't remember, like in South Carolina or something like that. Yeah. Sporting events in
yes.
general. I'm not a big sports guy, but going to them is a different experience.
That's
you
a
know?
whole totally different experience.
It's
Even if
totally
you
different
hate
experience. Yeah.
sports, you have to go to one
Yeah.
in your lifetime because it's just there's snacks,
Mhm.
there's music, it's rowdiness. Like there's a lot of things that you don't experience unless you're there, and it's fun.
Yeah, always kind of like a concert, overpriced
Yeah.
food and
Yeah,
novelties
yeah.
and just
Someone's
violence
gonna
and
spill
fun.
something
and,
on you at one point. And
Yeah.
it
Yeah, it's a
happens.
totally
Yeah.
different experience. You got to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you don't care about cookies. Get out of here, CJ. What do you mean you don't care about cookies? How do you not care about cookies? I don't trust someone that doesn't care about cookies.
I do like me some cookies.
Yeah, you don't
I
care
mean,
about
I have the body type for it, so. I do
well,
like me some
speaking of that,
cookies.
what is your go-to cookie? If you're gonna grab a cookie right
Oatmeal
now,
raisin. I
Oatmeal
know
raisin.
it's
Oatmeal
a lot of
raisin.
people are like, oh, chocolate chips
Interesting.
best. No, oatmeal raisin all day, every day. My
Oatmeal
go-to.
raisin. Interesting.
Yeah.
I am recently fond of these lemon cheesecake things. They're quite delicious.
Oh, you're talking about like some specialty stuff there.
I'm
That's
talking
not-
about
yeah.
specialty delicious.
You're going
whatever,
all
but
out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Phil has a
Hmm.
question. This is an interesting question. Goulash or lasagna?
I'm gonna go with lasagna since I'm not too familiar with goulash. So
I believe it's just like chopped up lasagna, basically.
I'm gonna go with lasagna. I like my food to be presentable in some way. So yeah.
Okay, lasagna it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, on there's a show Red Valkyrie, and I would chime in. My last question I would try to get in there every time is if you were a tree, what tree would you be? That's like so to me there's no dumb questions. So yeah.
A tree.
Tree. What? Dinner's ready. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Dinner's ready.
Dinner's ready.
Yeah, I can always microwave it, so you're fine. No worries.
What are you having for dinner?
I don't know. I know it's some kind of chicken-based meal.
Chicken-based meal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Basically, like Angela's saying, goulash is hamburger helper. Basically, yeah. It's like chopped up,
definitely
it's basically
lasagna.
chopped up lasagna, basically.
I'm not a big hamburger helper fan.
Okay.
But yeah, I like regular lasagna. Make it homemade. And my one friend's Italian, and I would go over years ago. I would go to his house for like Thanksgiving, and there'd be turkey and lasagna. You know what I mean? And
Turkey and lasagna.
Yeah, because they're
Wow.
Italian, so they have the Italian food out.
Wow,
So
okay.
yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
It's really good.
Oh,
too.
yeah. But Phil's about to make you hungry. First of all, CJ says, I don't care about goulash. Cheesecake is your fave. And
Nice.
Phil wants to know Texas toast or garlic bread.
Well, Texas
Mm.
toast is garlic bread.
It's
So
fine.
yeah, I mean, now are you talking about the brand name Texas toast? Because that's pretty good stuff.
I guess
right there.
so. Yeah, they're all pretty
And in a
delicious.
pinch, yeah. I mean, I know some plenty of pizza places that have amazing garlic bread. So I don't know. It's hidden. It depends.
And Tyler hitting with chicken-based meal sounds like something terrible thing they'd eat in District 9 from Hunger Games.
You know what? Maybe, but if it's chicken-based meal, I like it. I love chicken, so I'll eat it. I like chicken.
Okay, so for our poor friend in the UK, he's never heard the term hamburger helper before, and what the hell is Texas toast? And is that Detroit dip? I will fill you in on all of this because you have things like Toad in the Hole and some other horrific food over in the UK. So I will fill you in on that.
They don't have
later.
taste buds over there. Yeah.
They don't. They have the weirdest. You have beans on toast for like breakfast. It's like yeah. How you survived to your age, I don't know.
Yeah.
Chicken smoothies, Phil. No chicken smoothies.
Okay, now we're pushing it, but
no. He's not being served chickens. Your whoever is making you your lovely meal is not making you a chicken smoothie.
It's not a chicken smoothie. It might be even like chicken spaghetti or something like that. So, yeah.
Goulash and cookies do not belong in these kind of serious conversations. I do not have appreciation for avocado talk either. Guess what, CJ? This is Serious Comic Chat. Welcome to the Serious Comic Chat Hour. And
I like guacamole.
Welcome. Oh, well, there you go.
I like avocados in my salad. I like avocado in my salad, or a nice little chicken avocado, like a sandwich or something like that. Delicious.
Yeah. It's pretty darn good. Yeah.
It's good.
So suck it, CJ. Avocado, boom. Suck it. All right. Yeah. Okay. You guys I saved all the questions. Don't worry, CJ. Your questions are saved in the thingy. I'm gonna pull up your indie for Frog G. So just go over that real quick. So let me do that. Yeah, you do have. Well, technically,
good luck finding it.
Sort of have
shadow banned, but
you technically have two because the other one I don't get it. Your other one does not pull up on your page, but the other one do. But let me pull up your frog campaign.
What do you mean? Does it come up on my page?
So so here you can see this, right?
Yeah.
So see how it says your name here, and you go to your campaigns. It doesn't show the new campaign on there.
Maybe because it's not an actual campaign; it's just a pre-launch.
Yeah, so like I have to search it in order to find it, but I did find it. But here you go.
I'm sorry about that. I should have sent you a link for it.
No. I'm sneaky and I know how to find shit, so I found
it. Yeah, like I said, that might be shadow banned too. I don't know.
We can pull that up next as well, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you have something very much. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta fucking fix this because I fucked it all up. All right, there we go. Boom.
Hey, there we go.
There you go.
You done it.
And you and CJ have a lot in common because he also got shadow banned from the YouTubes for fighting with the schmoogle.
Oh, dude, getting shit. Yeah, YouTube is. I still call it Mother Susan. Has got that watchful eye. I know it's a different owner, but YouTube's so finicky and picky, and it's just ridiculous. If you're like me, like I have my channel, I honestly don't care. There's a couple words I don't want you to say just because I don't like them, but aside from that, people can say I have ink spots on my channel, and if you have ink spots on your channel, there's no way you're gonna get monetized. So I don't care what people say because I believe in freedom of speech. So you could say 99% of anything you want. Like they said, there's a couple words that I just don't like, but aside from that, yeah. But YouTube is so picky though. Like it's just So you could say the wrong thing, and it not even be bad and get kicked from YouTube. They're banned. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he posted some questionable content and then he fought them and they did not like the fact that he fought them. So
yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, if you fight them, you got to make sure you're in the right for sure. Otherwise, they'll kick you.
Yeah,
so
no, they did not appreciate that. The schmoogle did not appreciate that. So here's your Frog G. Oh my god, I'm gonna mess this all up. Frog G campaign is Voodoo, Gods and Magic, a 48-page comic book about a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess and a quest that follows. That is awesome. I like that. It's adorable.
Yeah, and a lot of the story once again by Ink Spots. He did a great job.
Very nice, very nice. I'll play your video in a second because I have to unplug for that. But for right now, you're in the in-demand phase. Yeah, I have to unplug to play the video so you get sound and all that crap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll do that in a second. So,
sure.
Right now,
Sorry, go ahead. I'm interrupting.
Oh no, you're good. So right now you're in the in-demand phase. So if you guys are not familiar with Indiegogo, campaign has ended. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, campaign has ended. And you're in the in-demand phase because you're still working on the book. So until you're fulfilled, you can still get orders for your in-demand phase.
Correct.
Basically. And look at this. You smashed $17,000. Yeah. 245 backers. Cha-ching. Yeah.
Cha-ching. And if we didn't get shadow banned based on the tracking of Ink Spots paid attention to a lot of this. Based on our percentages and tracking and who was going through it, we probably would have been over 20K. So, it does matter when you get shadow banned. It does affect campaigns. And like, yeah, a lot of people are jumping the site and stuff like that. I'm lazy and don't like to learn new platforms, so I'm sticking with Indiegogo. But a lot of it also does come through this and promoting yourself and stuff like that. But yeah, we're very happy, and hopefully we're just going to keep getting more backers. And at 20K actually, which the stretch goal isn't listed on there, at 20K everybody gets a wrench, because that's the thing. Frog G, he's a mod, he has wrenches in a lot of channels, so everybody gets like a little keychain or bottle opener wrench of some kind. So yeah,
that's adorable.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go down this section, then we'll go over here and look at your tiers. All right, so look at this. Okay, so this is your standard cover by you in ink spots, and look at this little guy. Look at him, cute. He's adorable.
Yeah,
got a mustache and a goatee.
Yeah, well, like I said, Frog created the character because he's got a mustache and a goatee. So so he just said what he wanted, and I kind of shot it to him, and like right out the gate, he was like, "Yes, I love it." But the way Ink Spots and I work is, I draw a lot of the foreground, and like I might do some background, but I do draw a lot of the foreground. Ink Spots will come in and put in his background, so we kind of have our own little creative influence on the book itself. That way, nobody's just stifled to like coloring in the lines or doing something. Like, he could actually be creative and do what he wants, and I can be creative in doing what I want by like I'll lay it out, be a stick figure, and I'll be like, dude, don't worry about it, it'll look cool, and then I do whatever I want as long as it conforms to that what idea we had. So yeah, it's a true collaboration. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, so here's more of a little snippet. It's transformed to a frog by a voodoo priestess. Yeah. Our hero makes a covenant with death itself to slay a god. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Sounds like a metal song. Wandering abyss on this perilous quest. His only drive to reign as humanity and win back the woman he loves. Ooh, I bet she's a babe.
She is a babe. You get to see her in the first few pages. Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. There's you. Oh,
that's me.
That's you.
That's me.
Ink spots. And that's Frog G.
Of course, Frog G is a co-creator. He, like I said, created the character. So yeah, you got to list them.
Yeah. Yeah. And then down here we have some interior pages.
Yeah, you go. The first 6 pages are available to read. We lettered them and stuff. They haven't been edited yet, but it's just they're there. That's what's going to be written. It's just we have to go in and maybe have an editor look at it and make sure everything's cohesive. But yeah, so and then that's his fiance that's there. She's kind of like what's her face from I'm blanking on her name now, but she's like a something Lopez. But yeah, she's like a little feisty little lady there.
Feisty little lady. Okay.
Yeah, so she's a Hispanic, white Hispanic mix. So she's a little feisty, and her Frog G is that handsome black guy right there, and she's upset at him because he's working overtime. And he was supposed to actually meet her and her family for lunch. And he's like, I'm working overtime to get you a ring. You know this? And she's just chewing him out. So, and then you have this old hag coming in because she wants her vehicle. So, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So at first I thought this was a rat on his shoulder. And I was like, oh, that's just standing behind there. But look at the frog tattoo on his head.
Yeah. I tried to tie it all together because, why? The old lady curses him, but why a frog? It kind of, at least like, there's an implication there. Maybe she saw the frog tattoo. It's like, oh, that's, you could do that. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to tie that together. And the trick was to make his goatee even look appropriate for like a black dude, because they have different facial hair. So it was a little trick. And we this is like our little tribute to Spawn in a way, because Al Simmons, is a black guy and he turns into Spawn. So Frog G's black guy turns into a frog. So, now Frog himself is not of African-American descent, but, the character in the book is. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And it's kind of funny, a big, huge dude, turns into this little frog. So I thought that was fun.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great. Also, I like the side profile here. I like what we got going on here, but I like his little soul patch hanging out right there.
Yeah, and then whenever he's a frog, it's like insanely long. You know what I mean? So
that's funny.
I was trying to play with some stuff. Yeah, see here she's telling him, whatever, get lost, and then
she's getting super pissed. But I like back here.
Yeah,
like you can't even tell, but for like back here when you zoom in on it. She's literally like putting the death curse on him, because you could see like skulls and bones.
Oh, the old hag back there. Yeah, the old hag back there.
She's getting mad.
Yeah, because she wants her car. She wants her truck, and he's ignoring her. So she's like, where's my car? And that's where he blows up at her because he's mad at his fiance for yelling at him rather than being patient and like listening to people. Like this is a fairy tale, it's a lesson learned. You should be patient, listen to people, take in what they say and give feedback. It's just a conversation, discussion.
Yes.
But he doesn't. He gets mad. So it's like, don't lose your temper. Keep your temper. So, but yeah, he gets mad at her and he yelling at the old hag. Yeah, she didn't like that.
Yeah, no. First of all, I love her outfit. As you can tell, I am pro hag outfit.
Well,
yeah.
She changes later on, and I kind of had to make sure the outfit matched another outfit she has on later. So
okay.
Yeah.
Also, Bebe says Frog G looks sick. He needs to know more. Well, you're learning about it right now, Bebe.
Yeah.
So get ready for this. Yes.
Frog G is sick.
He is sick. So yes, but also this right here, where she's ready to just unleash whatever hell is spewing forth from her mouth, like right in this section right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I said, I like the line work all mine. Inkspots comes in and puts in his colors and his flavor on it. So I don't know what he's going to do all the time. So he adds all these atmospheres and these different, like, he'll even add like skulls in the background or something to give it a little more oomph and stuff like that. So yeah, he does a lot of stuff. Yeah.
And the zippy zap right here of these eyeballs, but also the horrified little eyeballs in this one little corner here. And then this look right here where this guy looks like, oh, I done fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
so much fun. And that's what I love. I like this kind of style. Like, I mean, I can draw regular heroic, like, superhero comic, style. I can. There's nothing wrong with it. But I like stretching anatomy. I like playing with facial expressions and stuff like that. So I was like, well, if you were being yelled at by some old, you know how you get poked? It hurts and you hate it. And you're just like, but somebody's like, you don't know is poking you and you're old. You're just like, what's going on right now? Like, so he's like, what? Yeah. So,
yeah. These teeth are just they're all
he gnarled
like
them up nicely,
fountains. Oh man, but look at, she literally turned skull-eyed on this man. That's how pissed off she got at him.
Yeah.
And then right here realizing
he wakes up
now a frog.
Yep. Wakes up, goes in the bathroom, he's like, I'm a frog, because she cursed him. So and the cool thing about this page is because like you said, I do traditional on top of it, and there's a major ink like smear in the corner, and Inkspots put a cockroach over it. So he put a cockroach crawling on the wall to make up for it. That was funny.
Yes.
That panel,
I am CJ. Don't worry, CJ. I am keeping track of every one of your 26 questions. Don't worry.
And I will answer all of them with glee.
Yeah. Don't worry. I have all of them in there. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jason, I heard to use a frog is quite risky. Do you have to Kermit to carry?
Honestly, the one thing that we were all worried about was the Cyber Frog comparison. Because I did not want to do a frog book because of that. And that's why almost every stream I'm on, I try to be like, look, this was not created because of Cyber Frog. Frog G even had his name long before he knew about Comicsgate. He was in the Navy and he got his name through that. So and this book just happened because of him. So that's why I was worried. I was actually worried about doing a frog book. So the Kermit thing is just funny, but yeah.
It's just kind of quite hilarious. But one of my favorite things about this is the absolute detail in the frog that you have, though, and the glossiness in the eyes. I really love the attention to detail that you did in that. It's great.
So, yeah, and I do put a little shimmer in there and stuff, and then Inkspots will come in when he colors it. He has his own little shimmers, and it's just, that's a great thing about this collaboration is I have to try, I don't tell him what to do, but sometimes I do have to be like, okay, well, I want this to maybe glow or something, so I have to draw it like it would, and to trust that he'll interpret it in that way, or to have a sheen or something like that. So I kind of have to guide some textures and stuff here and there, and then there's plenty of times where he'll make whatever textures he wants and incorporate it, and it works. So yeah.
Yes. I also like along here, and then random parts of the body. You just have like the weird little wart things.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
good.
yeah. Then this is a big splash page, so I was able to get in there and get the little, all the little
Yeah.
textures in and stuff.
Nice.
There's a lot of real estate. You got to cover it with something. And I'm like, put in a lot of
Yes.
warts and just like weird
I
lines.
also like when he turned to the frog. It's kind of blondish stash and facial hair.
Yeah,
Kudos.
that's all inked right there. Yeah, you did a great job.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is a good question. Do real frogs have teeth?
No, and everybody's like, "That's so creepy. He's got teeth." I'm like, "Yeah, but he was a human at one point, Like he even has a regular human butt."
Yeah.
So
hey, the hag witch had fountain teeth.
Yeah.
They were fountain teeth. So
yeah. And I mean, it also helps with expression. You know what I mean? Like it whenever you do expression stuff, the teeth actually help emote things in a way, even though they're stationary. So yeah, if you like, I could have drawn this without teeth, but I don't think it would have had the same effect. It would.
I think it looks kind of more horrific and creepy with the teeth,
and it's supposed to
like it.
If you got turned into a frog, it would be horrifying. You know what I mean? So it looks even more horrifying if you have teeth. So
because you wouldn't be able to eat anything. You'd just be really eating flies. So
yeah, you'd be eating
flies. Be awful. That would be awful. Yeah. Oh, here's the car that you were talking about.
Yeah, that's he did that one with Rebel. So yeah.
Yes. Nice. Yeah. Okay, I really like the colors he's got going on in here, the textures and stuff too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. He played around with it a lot, and he had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with this page too. I love that beetle was fun to draw, and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a fun page.
He's drawing a car. Oh, voodoo lady. Oh,
yeah, that's the voodoo priestess. So that's what she turns into. Okay. So because she's a shapeshifter. So like how he blew up, he got mad, and she's like, well, I'm paraphrasing, but she's like, would you have been so mad at me had I looked like this? Like, would you have treated me any differently? Because usually people do treat you differently based on your looks. So so she's like, and this is one of her forms. So if you look, like even the headdress has little skulls in it, like her hood did, and stuff like that. So I had to match it, because I initially drew this first as a character design, and then I drew the old hag while I was drawing the comic. So I had to kind of work it in. So it worked out nice though. Yeah.
This is quite awesome. So we got a couple shrunken heads back here.
Yeah.
Previous victims, maybe. Who knows? This thing here, you got eyeballs obviously glowing in her staff. Come on, that's awesome.
Oh, the staff's dope. Yeah. Ink did a great job glowing it.
Yeah. Completely awesome. Yeah, I love this. This whatever this effect is here. This also looks like the same texture as here, because I'm also going to suspect that it might be the same program, just based on the texturing.
It might be really good. Photoshop.
It looks really good. It looks super cool.
Yeah, I drew a lot of that page, but he added in that smoke and the glowing and all that fun stuff.
No,
like I said, I don't always draw in the background, but sometimes I do because I want to do more. I don't want to just draw the foreground. So,
No, it's really fun for me because I like the different textures, and I like the different added. Like you got the hard line work, then you have like the soft, cool coloring, but then you also have like this texture here that's like the watercolor, but then down here you have like the 3D effects.
Yeah.
So I like that it's like
he did a great job in layering. And here's a great example of I drew the background on that one. This one I really didn't. Like the background on the panel where he's pointing at himself. Ink Spots did that whole thing. I just drew the frog. So
cool.
It's a good example of how we bounce back and forth. And funny enough, this page is actually the only page that's digital throughout the whole book, drawn wise. Like I couldn't see when I was inking her hair in that bottom corner panel where she's holding the staff like out and outside. I was going out of the lines constantly when I was trying to do textures, and I got mad. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna draw it digitally. So I went in and I drew it digitally. So I do have like a kind of a part of this page traditionally. So it's kind of a goof page. Somebody could buy it, but. Yeah, this is the only page that's digitally drawn. Everything else is a mixture of digital and traditional.
Very cool. Very cool. And then that's a wicked. That would be a very cool, just long print work piece.
That would be. I didn't even think about that. That's there's a 2-page spread where she's blasting Frog G with her wand, and that's the top half of that 2-page spread. I didn't even think about that being a print. That would be a cool print.
That would be quite sick. Let me check. Holy balls. What are you typing now? Okay. Okay. I could get behind these frog comments. These are quite hilarious. Do you believe that your frog could kick Cyberfrog's ass with ease?
No.
If they were to battle? No.
No, Cyberfrog would crush Frog G. Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, that's a given. That's a given.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a given.
Also, is your frog a vegan? I don't see any canines on his tooth line. Oh, you know, he's lucky that
That's true.
he's lucky that he has frog teeth. So you work with what you
If
got.
frogs had teeth, I guess that's what they would look like. But I mean, I guess he's a vegan. I mean, I don't know. That's true. I didn't draw canines on him. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
he's a vegan. He turned vegan because
He turned vegan.
yeah, he was a big buff meat eater.
Yeah.
He turned vegan when he turned into a frog.
Oh my gosh. Have you had any backlash from the toad advocates for not being inclusive?
No, I think they seem to be okay. They're semi-represented, so
Yeah. I saw some
feel-
words. You know, hey.
yeah,
there was
they're
words.
fine with it. It's kinship, you know.
Yeah. Also, can the frog lift Mjolnir?
No, because Frog got cursed. He got cursed to being a frog because of his temperament, so he's not worthy to lift Mjolnir.
True. Yeah. So that's a big fat no to that.
Yeah. And by the way, Thor was my first comic ever and probably one of my biggest collections. So I'm a big Thor fanatic. So I would know.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. Good, because that was a question in your 26 questions.
Hey, I nailed one. Thor 411 was my first comic book. There you go.
Nice. So timestamp that, CJ. Frog supplemental refrigerating the origins. Big bad. Ooh, that's cool.
That's the supplemental cover that's drawn by Matt Barr and colored by Matt Yaki. They an Absolute book too. I hired Matt Barr to draw a couple trading cards because my campaign was late, and I asked Matt Yaki if he could color them in gray tone, and he did. And the combination was so good that Inkspots and I tackled them again to do a combo on the cover for the supplemental, and they killed it. It's beautiful. So Matt Barr is a fantastic artist, and Matt Yaki, his colors are phenomenal. So yeah, they make a great team. Yeah.
Oh, very, very gnarly. I love art like that. It's just weird, gnarly.
Yeah, it was definitely a great home run that we got there. And the supplemental is drawn by Inkspots, actually. He's drawing it, cool. And I'm actually doing digital inks over top of it. So it has that, if you caught Absolute, it has like that Absolute cross-hatching, all that vibe of that black and white with my style on there, but Inkspots gets to flex his penciling muscles because he is a very good illustrator and he wants to draw something too. So this was his way of doing it. It's 24 pages and it's about the fall of Sarnunos, the big bad guy, the main bad guy throughout this whole story arc. And so, yeah, so here he's creating, he's actually not supposed to be, but he's creating life when he's supposed to actually be, like, I guess, taking it. Inkspots came up with the character and he did a great job, but he wants to create things and the gods are like, look, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're just mutating and making things evil and just contorting them. So like all the monsters and villainous things in the world are stuff that he's created. So this is about his downfall. So yeah.
Yeah. Because they got like this weird Tyrannosaurus pterodactyl thingy here.
Yeah.
Merging into like some tentacle beast whatever thing there, but then you come down here and he's got like a unicorn horn, but these guys have like the most luscious locks,
those are the gods
galaxy.
Running.
Yeah.
And in this page actually here, I put in Inkspots' character Metal Mayhem Rockboy. He's right below the first panel, so it's just his bottom half and it's below the first panel, so I drew the bottom half of his character in this page here. So I was like, it's like, yeah, I saw that. He's like, he thought it was pretty funny. So yeah.
That is badass, Kev. Also, CJ wants to know, did you spend a lot of time in swamps to get to know, understand, and be one with the frogs?
I do live near a swampy area. I live near a marsh, and I tend to camp out down there and listen to the croaking and the... I don't actually know. I don't do that, but I do live near a marsh. Yeah.
But that might be Frog G's backstory, though. Maybe he did.
Maybe he did. He does go into a swampy area in this. Like, it does take place in the forests and swamps and the netherworld.
No, I meant
stuff.
actual Frog G. The one.
Oh, actual Frog G? He's a mechanic in Washington, so Washington State. So, yeah, I'm not doxing him. I mean, yeah.
But maybe he went to a marsh one day and met a frog. Maybe that's how he came up with the Frog G. Maybe.
I actually know how. Do you want me to tell you?
Oh, I don't know. Do we want to throw Frog G out like that?
Oh yeah, it's not. It's actually a story he tells a lot better than I
Oh,
do.
okay.
But I
Yeah, if you want to, go for it.
yeah. What happened was one day, him and his shipmates in the Navy, they were at a bar or something before they were about to sail off to their next mission or whatever it may be, and they were all having libations and festivities, and one of them stood up. He's like, and they said, and tomorrow we croak havoc and let slip the frogs of war. So
Ooh.
ever since then, everybody was designated a letter. So they were frog, so on, frog, so on. So he
Wow.
was frog G. So like I said, ever since the Navy, he's had that title. So yeah,
So they essentially had a frog militia.
yeah, a bunch of frogs. Yeah.
Bunch of frogs. Okay. So this here is coming from Bebe, and he lives in the marshes of Florida. I'm gonna guess. But he's like, a marsh? Where is Jason from?
Menor, Ohio.
Mhm.
It's on the campaign, so it's not a secret. But, yeah.
Yes. But you did say you took a schooling in the Floridas.
Yeah, I lived Fort Lauderdale. I lived in Fort Lauderdale
Mm.
for 9 years, and then Fort Myers for like almost a year. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, nice. One of your kids' favorites movie growing up was Kermit Swamp Ears. Lovely, Kev. Lovely. Kermit.
I don't know what that one is.
One of my favorite all-time movies of all time is Follow That Bird, which is the Sesame Street Big Bird movie.
Oh, okay. I was like, I have no idea what that is. Oh, okay. Big Bird.
Yes. So
Can't
yes,
go wrong with Big Bird.
we are pro Muppet in this stream.
Well, I would hope so. You're making one.
This is facts. Yes. Also, this follows up to a question earlier where CJ wanted to know if you were all about the variant covers, and here are some variant covers by some people. We got Billy and we have Irene.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes, we wanted variant covers, but we really only wanted one. The problem is that we have Dan Plagle tapped as well, and we were like, we don't want Dan to just do a trading card. So so there are two variant covers. Now they have this one. This is the Irene Strakowski and Billy Basco colored it. Phenomenal colors on top of Irene's amazing line work. And this is going to be a virgin cover. So what you see is what you're going to get if you back this cover. It won't have the trade on it or anything. So this is Irene killed it. I asked her to draw it, and she sent me the layout of it. And funny thing is, you can see I was on a stream with her, and she was like laying it out and doing stuff, and she was just loopy. She was up for like 6 days or whatever. Like she was just losing it, and she was drawing like random fishies in there and little goblins and stuff. And you can actually see that in the thumbnail of the tier that this is on. Because if you you can take the tier down, but you have to put it back up, and the backer count sets to 0. So we didn't do that. So everybody loved it so much they wanted it to be a card or something, but Irene hates it. So we're like, no, we can't do that. But yeah, so this is drawn by Irene. Couldn't have asked for a better artist.
Cute. These I actually love these because this reminds me of my pug, and I used to call her a gremlin. So this reminds me of my pug.
Well, yeah, and in the book he battles some rock monsters, so that kind of like works in with it. So yeah, yeah. It's fun.
And then here's Dan's cover.
Dan Plagle, Boob Dan art from Goblin Girl. Yeah.
Boob Dan art. Yes.
Now, I had him draw a trading card for Absolute 2, and I was like, dude, I don't need the big boosty stuff because the character you're drawing isn't boosty. But we're like, dude, for this one, we want full Plagle. We want you to just do whatever you want to do. And this is actually his second cover because he did one and he thought it looked too much like Hockey's trading card that Hockey drew. So he redid it and did this one. And he crushed it. This is the Baba Gaga, and she's the main villain in the first book that Frog encounters. And she wears the heads of her slain victims as like fashion accessories. So
that's hot.
Yeah, so she's like a fashionista. So she has like this Victorian dress, and she in battle she even lost her leg, so her wand is now her other leg. So a lot of cool stuff goes into this one. And Ragetality is actually in this cover somewhere.
Well, shit. Because look at this. She's even rocking a saucy witch boot right there. Even though she's missing a leg. But look at all these sexy heads here.
Yeah, that's all Dan Plagle's imagination. I didn't. Yeah, I sent him a brief line art of that character, and he just killed it. Yeah. Yeah, and we wanted
Oh.
it to keep it gray toned. The book itself is colored, but the cover is going to be this gray tone. I love his gray tones, and he was like, "Oh,
Awesome.
you know," he was joking around. He's like, "Oh, my cover's not colored," but I was like, "Dude, I want it gray tone, man. His grays are fantastic." Yeah,
That's awesome. That's
yeah.
very cool. Oh, we
There's
got
just
some
some sample art.
sketches.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's just
Oh,
some
there's
art, preliminary
yeah,
art that we had done and stuff like
right.
that. But
I love
now
that.
that
That's
right
good.
there.
That right there.
Yeah, that's in the tier called the Big Daddy tier. I know we're gonna go over them, but that is a 9x12 painting, and you can get that in Inkspots will paint a 9x12 acrylic painting. He'll do it live on stream, and that's in that Big Daddy tier. And so you get a bust of Frog G. That one was sold at an auction, but you do get a bust of Frog G. So it's the only time he's painting Frog G. After that, the next campaign, he's painting somebody else. So it's the only way to get a painting of Frog G. It's not cheap. We know that, but you know, is it for those who can afford it? Like I said, yeah, it's worth it. And paintings are not cheap in general. So yeah, and we'll discuss that tier when we get there. But yeah.
Yes. So this is cool because I like the original 11 by 17 pages right here.
Yep.
This is cool. I like that you can see the line work. So that's neat.
Yeah, and you get to see like kind of what Inkspots incorporates, like you know, when you get the book anyway. But also, it's first come first serve, so you'll get a PDF of the pages, and you get to pick which one you want. So
very neat, very cool. Yeah. Oh, here, so you can really see the hashing and stuff. So that's neat.
Yeah, that one was fun. That's the trading card, the foil trading card that comes with the secret perks. The people who back the secret tier. I have all the cards here.
Secret tier.
Yeah, there's a secret tier for the people who signed up, and when you back it, you get you get this all foil.
Oh, card. Snappy! Hold on, let me see this one. Wait, there you go. There you go. Ooh, nice. Ooh, yeah, that's like the old school, like the dope wizard chrome foil.
Yeah, this is the old school foil, and this is an homage to that Hulk cover with Wolverine and Hulk in the you know, Wolverine's claws. So this is an homage to that. Yeah. And you know, and then on the back you have my information, Inkspots, like little bios of Frog G, Inkspots, and me, and it's numbered down there. So
nice.
So yeah, so that's if you signed up on the pre-launch campaign or in the pre-launch, and that's what you got on top of like wallpapers. We gave out wallpapers once a month for every month that you were signed up for it. So
very nice. Yeah. And then we got a hat.
Yeah, you get a beanie.
Stretch goals. So there's some cards there.
Yeah,
these are already unlocked. Okay, so these are unlocked.
Yeah, you get all these things. You get a hockey trading card colored by Inkspots. You get a Shelby Robertson trading card covered by Yvonne from Fiendish. You get a 6 a.m. sticker. You get a bookmark. You get another hockey window cling, which I have right here.
Very cool.
The glass broke, but so yeah, here's the window cling.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so you get the little hockey window cling. You get a Chibi sticker. You get a Luke Alietta trading card. Nice. That's the hockey trading card right there, and you also get a Dan Plagle trading card. Yeah. Hockey killed it. Yeah, he did a great job. That's the Dan Plagle one.
They'll always be killing it with the babes and the frogs and all that stuff. Cool. So
all that stuff.
Let me go up to the top, and then we'll go down.
Yeah, then we go back up the top.
Yeah, then we go down again. So if you want featured, you get all the covers and all the things. $85.
Yeah, you save a little bit of money when you go that route.
Okay. So. $20 just the beanie cap. Nice. $25 standard book. Yep. Nice. Then if you want the Irene variant, okay, so there's a little there's a little fishies and the thingies and the that's cute.
She was losing her mind.
Yeah, I would say
he hates that image.
That's adorable though. I like it.
See, everybody
Dan.
Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Yeah.
I like it. It's weird. It's adorable. And it's just a little and just come on.
She's not happy about that. But
that's okay. That's all right. We can adore it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then there's
then you get the Plagle.
Big booby Dan cover. Nice. Got the standard and the supplemental. Nice. $40. Oh, and if you want the Frog G sketch variant, $80.
Yeah, I'll draw a 6x9 sketch of Frog G, and you get the book, and I think you get the supplemental as well.
So. Oh, nice. That's very cool.
Yeah.
And then, ooh, ink spots, penciled panel. Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
because the way
80.
he's drawing the supplemental is he draws individual panels and then he'll
Okay.
scan them in and then make the page. So you
Nice.
get a original panel from that supplemental. So yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. So if you want, okay, so if you want a retailer and you want 5 books, you get for $100 the regular
Yes.
cover there. Nice.
Yeah.
And then here, if you want the original interior page for 11 by 17, you get $240, and you have some of those left, so that's cool.
Yep, get a few left.
And then if you want the original double page spread of that cool sick one that I saw down there, $350.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's the
nice.
only double page spread that we have in the book, actually. So yeah.
That's actually very sick. I like that a lot. And then the
Nice.
Big Daddy tier.
That's the one with the painting
yeah.
where you get it's like a subscription tier. You get everything. So like we added the beanies later on, so you don't have to worry about backing the beanie.
That's actually
yeah,
not bad. That's actually not bad. And that's the one that comes with the painting?
That comes with the painting. It comes with a 9x12 sketch that I'll drawing, not sketch. It's a full-on drawing that I'll do.
Wow.
Plus you get all the you get everything in the campaign. You get all the books.
That's actually
yeah.
not bad for $500. That's actually not bad. So you get the painting and original sketch plus all the stuff behind it. That's cool, pretty cool. That's pretty dope. And then this is original cover for $700.
Yeah. Yep. You can get Dan
okay.
Plagle's original cover. Yep. And then
nice.
Ours. Yeah.
Your cover and then your face there. Oh, sold out though.
Yeah, that's the drawn in tier. Yeah. So they sold out. Yeah.
Oh, those are cool though. Oh, the Shelby pack got sold out. Shelby. Yep. Damn it. You should he needs more top ramen packs. All right. Well, let me close that out because then I'll go open your
oh yeah, wait. Sign up. Sign up's free.
The sign up one, yeah. Let's see. What's up? What's up, legends? What's up? I know you hate shibby BBBs. I know. We were forced to draw chibis on Between the Lines one time, and I think I drew a most epic chibi of all time. I drew a dude that had chainsaw arms. No, he had trident arms and pitchfork legs, and
nice.
Yeah, he was screaming lawyer, and that was Remy. But yes. Oh, what's up, Leaker? Welcome home now that you're home, if you are home. Yeah. Right? That is actually really cheap, right? So you're going to get an original sketch with that one $500 tier plus the original acrylic painting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, plus all the books.
That's actually,
and
plus,
yeah, you get everything. You get everything, yeah.
Good question. Did you ever consider adding a blank sketch cover variant option to the tiers?
Yes. The only I did blanks variants on Absolute Book 1. And maybe obviously, I mean, it was my first book, so it might be why they didn't sell as well, but they don't move as well as you know, as regular covers do. I think a lot of people don't understand sketch covers. They don't know what to do with them, but I love them. If you follow my channel, that's mainly what I do is draw in sketch covers. But yeah, but I thought about it, but it's another book to print at that point. Maybe like a second chance campaign, maybe we'll do it. I have to talk to Inkspots about it because neither one of us really do anything in the campaign without the other person, because we each own a percentage, we each own part of it. So I'm not going to go in and make any changes and add anything different to the campaign without consulting with Ink and vice versa. So a sketch cover is just something we brushed upon, but we're like, not this go around, but maybe in the future. So,
yeah. Because Shelby would want one drawing.
Shelby has a couple Absolute sketch covers. So.
Oh yeah, but he would want a Frog G one doing his 300 pose with like a ramen packet or something.
Yeah, he would, and he would too, or a Spider-Man #1. Either way. But at least Frog G makes sense with those poses. So
yeah, because he's bendy and does that weird thing.
He's like my excuse to draw Spider-Man in a way. Yeah.
I still need Shelby to do the tee-hee in the 300. That's my ultimate goal for a Shelby art piece.
I mean, money talks. I mean,
it's gotta happen, Shelby. If you're watching this on the replay, Shelby, that's gotta happen. Tee-hee on a 300.
It's me. Something. He ain't watching. It's me.
Come on, Shelbs. What are you
doing?
Come on,
Shabooby.
Shaboobies. Come on,
yeah, his name is Shabooby. Yeah.
Oh, good question. Do you have aspirations of going to animations with Frog G? That would be cool.
It's kind of funny you should ask that because you should play the trailer.
I will play the trailer. Let's do that in a second. It's a good question. Sketch covers are your bread and butter at cons? Are they? your bread and butter at cons.
I know the person who was sitting next to actually at Baltimore Comic Con, she was doing mainly sketch covers for people. So a lot of people are like, I didn't sell one sketch cover, and I like, it's not like I didn't have any or you can't buy any. I mainly sold, like, people just asked me to draw them something, or I sold my artwork. But yeah, some people make good money on the sketch covers. I love doing them. I have a bunch of sketch covers. I'm probably gonna do it Sunday, do a little quote unquote auction. It's really gonna be to try to sell some of them, because if you go to my channel, you'll see Blind Guy Draws, and I mainly am drawing on sketch covers just because they're fun to do and they give me a subject matter. So
he's first of all, CJ, he's got some good ones. So tune into his stream on Sunday. I tagged his YouTube down below. It's Unhinged ENT. But yeah, it's down below. Go follow him. But he's got some good ones that you might actually want to pick up, because I know your taste. I know your taste. He likes me. He likes the biz, and he likes the Keith and all that kind of stuff. So he's on my wavelength when it comes to artsy arts.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But
yeah, I got
also,
plenty of blanks that I still got to get to.
Were you?
I actually have a Ragetality. I have a couple. Shelby sent me a couple Ragetality sketch covers.
Ooh,
so, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Were you at Baltimore Con this year?
Yeah.
Okay, so how the hell did you two not meet up, CJ? He was doing CGC work. He was doing.
Oh, that's probably how. CGC. I really didn't get out into the floor. I did for a little bit, but my mom went out to get everything signed for me and stuff like that, because I was at my table. And plus, I like, my eyes are so bad, I really can't see the names on the banners and stuff and the people's faces. So like, she had to walk me around, and like, you're there very early if you're a vendor or anything. Yeah. So she had to walk me around, and there was a guy sitting at one of the tables, and he was on his phone, I think, and he had a printout or whatever. And she's like, she was seeing the names of the people, even if they were vacant. But she's like, oh, that one says that, that's Jay Lee. And we were walking past. I'm like, wait, is that Jay Lee sitting there? Like, I didn't know. I mean, he did have a mask on because he was sick over the weekend. But I didn't even know it was Jay Lee, because I couldn't see his face because my eyes suck so bad. So it was just pretty, yeah. So she went around and got everything signed. That's probably how we didn't meet. I did go up to the CGC actually booth to talk to them about getting, because I want to be my own witness to signatures. So I have to go get a creator account. So I have to still email them about that. So yeah.
So CJ got set up with that, and that's why he was doing at Baltimore. So he was doing the witnessing for CGC, and he says he was being abused by CGC. He didn't get to run into the indie rows that much for Baltimore.
I was also, my table sucked. I was all the way at the end of the whole venue, like the second to last table towards where they had like actors and stuff. Like, so I was way down there, and I still did okay. Like, I wasn't too upset about the turnout, and it was a lot of fun. I also got to meet my editor for the first time in person. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Shay is my editor, and she was working at BCC for guiding the lines and stuff. She's the 8th. CJ, if you saw like a 7-foot tall woman walking around with red hair, that was her. So yeah, that's my editor.
This is a good question. Do you feel Frog G will make it one day on a box of Honey Smacks?
I think he'd take down Dig'em. I mean, he'd take him out. Yeah.
Yeah. You could take him out and replace him as the cover boy.
There you go. Give us some proceeds for that. Sure. Yeah.
Oh crap. Hold on. I have what is happening? Where'd it go? What?
I don't know. It went over there.
Okay, so I still have it up. It's showing it, but I can't click it, but it's still up on my page, but my thing is missing. Okay, hold on.
What did you get missing?
The tabby tab for the video. Hold on. Okay.
You have to open the video.
I gotta go back in there. Even though it's showing it up there, it's like being a butthole and has removed it from my thing, even though the other one is still up on my page. Everything's a butthole today.
Things are buttholes. What can you do?
Everything is a butthole. For real.
Mm.
Okay. There we go. But I think I have to undo it. Do I have to undo it though and redo it again? He said he did see a tall redhead walking around. So there you go. That's
that. Yeah, she worked at the venue. She was helping like people guiding the lines and stuff. And so that's my editor, Shay.
Yeah. Baltimore. I lived there for like 10 years. Well, right outside of it. That was my first con, and my first anime con was Baltimore and Otakon. That was my first thing.
That's
I
pretty
wish one
cool.
day to go back there. I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was my first big con. I kind of want to try to get into Cleveland Fan Expo because I live 45 minutes away from Cleveland, so
Okay.
uh, that would just be ideal. I know everybody's, and it's around the same time as C2E2 and the Vegas con everybody's talking about, but I'm like, I don't want to fly anywhere, and you know, Chicago's pretty far away, so I don't
All
want to
right.
get an apartment or a hotel. So,
Yeah.
and actually,
All
I don't drive. My mother drives me, so you know, and she has a lot of fun. She still goes to the event and stuff like that. But I don't want her driving there again. You know,
right.
so it's just easier to go to Cleveland.
He said he was a CG guy with the red CGC guy with the red shirt that actually used deodorant. Well, there you go.
Yeah, like I said, my mother was out there getting the signatures. The only thing, I didn't get anything witnessed because I'm gonna just send stuff to CBCS, but because it's cheaper. If you, I probably would have been cheaper to get things witnessed, but at the time you had to pay for signatures, and I was like, I want to get as many as I could, so and then grade them later. But I did get one book verified by this CBCS that I'm waiting on because I already had Jim Lee's signature on it, and I got Claremont's on it, so it's the X-Men Gatefold #1. So
I like the cover.
yeah, it's a dope cover, and it already got graded at an 8.5, and I had to crack it open, so hopefully I didn't ruin it. And but still, it's got sentimental meaning to me, so I'm never gonna sell it.
So what the hell is this? Hold on, that thing is just spazzing out right now. Okay, this is okay. Did you see my cursor moving around right here?
Yeah, no.
No, not right
Well,
here.
okay, now I mean I see the YouTube thing going on and off, but yeah.
Okay.
I see your cursor.
Okay, weird because it has because the other one got removed, but then it was showing it, but then it wasn't pulling up the right thing. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug for a second so we can listen to this lovely video, but I have to pause it. I have to play it, then pause it because it does dumb stuff.
Okay.
Wait, am I muted or do you still hear me?
I can still hear you, but I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, all right, because it's so weird how this works. Sometimes it mutes me when I go play these videos, and then sometimes it doesn't. All right. Yes, I know I unplugged the thing. Am I still good?
I can still hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. We're gonna play this. Let's go. Woo! I don't know what this is, but I'm down for all that Halloweenish stuff down there. All right, let's go.
We've all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frogs. The story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero is only underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Okay. That was not long enough. I'm gonna tell you right now. That needed to be way longer.
Well, that's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
I got that's Pedro Ang. He did the animation, and Luke Alietta, my co-host on Topicals, he did the voiceover. But yeah, the animation's crazy expensive, and Pedro even gave us a deal because he's our friend, and stuff like that. So, but it was worth every penny because it's so cool, and that answers the animation question. So there you go.
It's too bad that your vision isn't great. It would be fortunate if your sense of smell was weakened instead when you attend the cons. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. Like I said, you know what was fortunate about my spot is I was right across from the bistro, so wonderful food aromas. You know what I mean? Because they were cooking all the time.
Nice.
So yeah, so it was I actually was fortunate in that regard. I didn't have to sniff everybody.
Yeah. So he answered this earlier. You must have been pooping or something. So it was because when they gave out the names, everyone got a frog name with a letter, and he just happened to fall on G at the time when they gave it out in the Navy. So that's why it was G.
They're about to go set sail to battle or a mission or whatever. Like I said, Frog can tell. There's been a few times, not very often, that all three of us are on together on a stream. And I try to get Frog to tell the story because he tells it the best. But yeah, so they were about to set sail, and they did a little toast, and everybody, they called themselves the Frogs. And yeah, so that was a long time back when he's in the Navy. So
I like that. I like the frogs. This is a good question.
Yeah.
Do you feel that animation is necessary for your trailer?
No, trailers aren't even necessary, to be honest with you. Not too many. There's plenty of people that are like, yeah, they don't even watch it whenever they're, or going to look at campaigns by themselves. But I think an animated trailer is better than like even my trailers, like where I would just do the typical art scroll with words going over it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna do it. Another campaign, I'm sure, but animation just helps with stuff like comics because it's comics. It's already a drawn medium, and that right there, though alone, the frog looks great as a cartoon. Like look at Narwhal. Narwhal's animations are fantastic, and they go great with his trailers. So I think an animated trailer is a lot better than just having the motion over ones, but they're just so expensive if you don't do them yourself. It's pretty pricey. We spared no expense on this, and we raised a lot of money before we did the campaign to get all this stuff together. So we did a lot of prepay for this. So yeah.
Okay. No, I thought that was very smooth in the animation for that came out.
Yeah, and everybody go check it out. Go to Indiegogo if you can find the. Click the links that she's got and watch the trailer yourself. It's a fantastic trailer. I never get sick of seeing that thing. It's so much fun.
There's another homie. What is up? The swollenness. What's happening? Some dude.
Swole. I'm trying to get swole.
Yeah, well, reach out to this dude because him and some other dudes are having an epic swole off as they get gains with muscles and gains in raising funds on comic.
No, that's dope. I'm at a disadvantage when it comes to that. I a lot of limitations. For one, I hurt my shoulder, so right there, like I used to work out quite a lot, but I hurt my shoulder, so I started to stop working out while it gets healed and doing physical therapy still. But also, you kind of got to intake a lot of protein to get big, and I'm not allowed to intake excess protein for health reasons. So yeah, I can never really get swole. Because one thing I would love to do is go as Kratos for Halloween, but I can never get that jacked. So it is what it is.
Well, you can just bypass that and buy one of those muscle shirt things.
I ain't cheating. Plus, you can still see the love handles, curl out from the back, so it doesn't really.
They look pretty good. They look pretty fleshy, pretty good. I mean, they hide a lot of stuff. So just saying,
squeeze it nice and tight.
Yeah. Also, I would assume it would get very sweaty in there as well.
Yeah.
Because he's a frog gangsta. Perfect. Boom.
Yeah, I don't know why the letter G. I just don't know if there was that many crewmen and he just happened to land on G or what. So yeah.
It works. I like it.
It works.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna make a stick figure trailer at your launch. You're a minimalist. Okay.
No, that would be funny though, and it would work because people would find it humorous. So it's actually not a bad idea.
All right. Hey CJ, is this live? It is. Maybe not live. Could be.
Are you on the live tab?
Could be, it might still be the stream from last night.
It could be.
Could be.
I feel like I've been awake that long.
I feel like it is once again 3 a.m. Yeah, Dad bod Kratos. There you go, Dad bod. Yeah, Kratos.
Dad bod Kratos. I did see a video of a Kratos walking around, but the dude was giant. Like he looked the part. He was massive, big. Like I'm 5'6". I'm a short dude, so I'd be a tiny Kratos. But the guy was like 6 foot something and just jacked. And he looked the part. It was pretty cool. He's walking around a con, picking up little kids. And like, yeah, they're having fun. It was great.
CJ says, "Don't steal his stick figure idea, or he's gonna come for you with all his little fingers." Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you're safe. I was looking on animating in Photoshop earlier, but I think I would go a little further than stick figures. So I think you're fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You're good, CJ.
You're good.
All right.
You're good.
I have 25 questions saved in here from CJ. We may or may not get to all of them. Let me find.
Like I said, I'm ready whenever.
Okay. What do you hate drawing?
Horses.
Horses. Yeah. Hate horses.
Horses. Horses suck, man.
Yeah. Oh, this is actually a good question, CJ. Do you get competitive when you have other artists contribute variant covers?
No, but it's a no but yes answer. I don't get competitive, but I want to get better because they're so good. So it's like they're so good. I want them on my cover, and it'll help sales. but they're also so good that I want to draw better than them so I can improve myself. It's like art is a competitive nature in a way in that regard. That's why I hang out with who I hang out with. I think they're to me, they're better than I am at their craft. And it just drives me to improve and just, do the best that I can every single time I draw. So it's a yes and no question.
So the dad bod Kratos, Callie said that'd be Fatos. And then
Fatos.
CJ says, you must answer them all in a threatening hands manner. I can already see him going, you must answer them all.
Oh, is he going to go like this?
He's going to go, because when he streams,
milking the cow.
He literally just streams with his hands, like at his desk like that.
Oh, I got you. He's a hand guy.
He's the hand guy. He is the hand guy.
He's the hand guy.
The hand
I know a hand girl, Flying Feline, Death Metal Heroes lady friend. She's a hand lady. She has her hands out all the time.
Oh, do you hear that, CJ?
Go subscribe to Flying Feline. Go subscribe to their channel. Yeah.
What do you mean, actually? A good question. All your questions are phenomenal. Oh, we'll be the judge of that, CJ.
They had a couple good ones so far. Yeah.
Yeah, so far there's been a few good ones. Good question. This is a good one. When and what was your first published work?
Printed or digital? Because digitally I had a book called Cannibal Detective that somebody asked me to draw, and that was it was a few years before Absolute. I want to say 2010, maybe 2015. Maybe 2015 that came out, somewhere around there. That was digital, and then Absolute Book 1, which I put that out in 2020. That was my first self-published work. So, but aside from that, I did art for like bands and stuff like that, and they would do flyers and they would be on the album covers, and so I've done other stuff. Yeah, I love doing album art. I don't know if he asked this question. If I couldn't do comics, I would do album art. That's something I love doing, or flyers and stuff like that. It's just so much fun.
That's fun. So, did you ever do a super duper popular band? You're like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm doing the flyer for this.
No, mainly local stuff. I've been asked. They're not like super duper popular. Like they're popular amongst their fans. They have a few band names, mainly because the band members are in a lot of the same groups. But Polka Dot Cadaver, the guitarist for Polka Dot Cadaver, had hit me up and was like, "Hey man, do you want to do some artwork for us?" And I said yes, and then like he just would never get back to me. Then he would ask me again, and I would say, whenever you're ready. But it's kind of a back and forth thing. Yeah. But I've been asked by that, and to me, they're pretty big. They're not like they have a huge cult following, which is a funny term for them because they're called their fans are called the Mushroom Cult because of one of their songs.
Ooh.
So actually, Razor to Wrist, the hat that I'm wearing, that's their label. So.
Ooh. Fun.
Yeah, but Polka Dot Cadaver is a great band. Dog Fashion Disco, Polka Dot Cadaver, El Creepo. They're all under the kind of the same. Have a lot of the same band members, so go check them out.
That's cool. I'll look into that band because I am a music junkie.
Yeah, I'm picky, but I love music too.
Yeah. He wants to know, how's the hands on Hangirl look, and without knowing what CJ's hands look like, would you rate Hangirl or CJ's hands as the better hands?
Well, for one, Hangirl is Flying Feline, which is Death Metal Hero's girlfriend. So, yeah, so I kind of am biased because she's my friend. So I'm gonna go with Hangirl. Sorry, CJ.
Yeah, you got it. I'm sorry, CJ.
Yeah, sorry.
It's hilarious because he's up for an award for best hands.
Yeah, you come in second place for me. So even without seeing him. So
harsh, CJ.
Sorry,
harsh.
My apologies.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry. Good question from Callie. What's your go-to for music to work to when you're drawing some arts? This is
shuffle. I put my iTunes on shuffle because I like everything I buy pretty much. I mean, there might be some songs I don't feel like listening to in the moment, but and I like a wide variety of stuff. I don't like country. I don't like pop music. I don't like I'm not big into hip hop. I like Tech Nine. I think he's good, but I'm very picky. But it's mainly like metal, rock. I like Johnny Cash, even though I don't like country, but classical. Even when I'm writing, I'll listen to classical music because I can't have words, and I like classical music. So yeah, I have a wide variety, but I'm a metalhead by heart. Pantera, Asabath, Crowbar, stuff like that. It just gets me going. I could be drawing like happy trees and bunnies and be listening to like Slayer. So it's like,
I
it's
mean, you
just
can.
so yeah, it's just yeah. I'm not big into the hair metal. I don't like Megadeth or Iron Maiden. I never got into those
Oh,
ones.
really?
Yeah, I never could get. I like the album art, but I could never get into those the high pitched like. And I know Pantera started off that way, but Phil really changed the game with Vulgar Display of Power. But aside from that, like I just can't get into that high pitched Tool. I mean, I have a tattoo of Tool on my hand, so. Down is one of my favorite. Down is actually the intro to my videos. Rehab is the name of the song. So I love metal. It drives me.
Metal, and like Kelly says, yes.
Yeah.
I will though be seeing Pantera in 2 weeks.
I
They're
saw
opening
them
for
Yep.
Metallica.
Oh, you've seen them with Metallica. I saw them with Lamb of God
Yeah.
open for them,
Yeah.
and that was brutal. And it was the first show of that tour, and they sounded amazing. Like, and I know you get the people like, oh, it's not really Pantera without Vinny and Dime. Yes, but no. There's plenty of like bands that change out after people die.
Yeah.
They put in, and yes, the true essence of what Pantera is those four members. But you still have Rex and Phil there, and they're carrying the tour that they're doing is in memoriam of the brothers, and it's great the way they're doing it. But Zach kills it. That drummer's amazing, so they definitely crush it. I only had a problem with Planet Caravan. That was about it. I love that song, and Zach kind of did his own little thing to it, and I didn't really like that. But otherwise, that Phil just sounds amazing live. Like he sounds so good. You'll have fun. You'll have a great time.
He's phenomenal. He comes here a lot for solo tours, but I'm excited about this one because it's the 2-day, 2 different set ones. And Pantera, they open live. As long as they do my Cemetery Gates justice, it'll be a good weekend.
Well, if they play it, they didn't. They
They
piped
didn't?
it into the PA, the opening for it, and then that led into Planet Caravan. So
Shit.
they didn't play it, but I don't know if their set list is going to be different.
I'm gonna have to look. Because this is
man.
I would have to look now. I have to look at the set list now.
Well, and I'm biased because my favorite Cemetery Gates is the 101 Proof one. That live version is just, I don't like I said, I'm not big into the high pitched stuff, and he does that in the original. And I know a lot of people love that, but I like the more guttural, like, it's not high, but it's high still, but it sounds more manly, just when they're in the live album. So I like that.
Kev says, no Maiden. What? Bro.
I just never could get into Maiden. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's okay.
Apologize.
I mean, he did like the album art. He did like, I'm sure you like Eddie. Come on.
I like Eddie.
Eddie's album art is dope.
Yeah.
Eddie's dope. So you don't like the new Blink-182 album? Honestly, it's pretty good. It's not bad.
Caught my attention.
It's not bad. It sounds like an anime opener, to be honest.
Okay.
The new song that they got going on.
I would say the music I hate the most is country. I
can't get into it. Even though this is a funny statement. I don't like country, but I like Miley Cyrus. She has those crazy eyes.
She's just crazy eyes. Well, like I like Johnny Cash. You know what I mean? And I know he's country, but to me, it's like acceptable. It's like acceptable country. It's weird. Like a lot of metalheads do like Johnny Cash because he kind of embodies that attitude. That
he's kind of like punk country.
Yeah.
And also kind of gangsta at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. So he gets the pass. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Like when you're going to play for Prisoners, you're
kind of metal.
Yeah. Maiden has the best album and t-shirt art, but the music not so much. Okay, I could get behind that, but Maiden, I'm telling you, they put on a hell of a fucking show.
I'm sure
I saw them. I saw them last October last year, and holy shit, Bruce can still jump around like nobody's business, and I'm still like, dude, how? Like I'm barely standing here.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw Lamb of God. Randy was like jumping around and doing all the stuff when you do when you're 20.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're killing it, man. Yeah, so it was great.
I know. I like to see you know who also kills it? And I said this before, but I took my dad like right before lockdown happened. Judas Priest and Deep Purple. The dudes in Deep Purple were just killing it. And I was like, they were all like looking like they were wearing like sweatpants and just chilling, but they were rocking out like you could not believe it. I was like, damn, this is dope. Yeah,
That's awesome.
It was great. BTS,
That's awesome.
I actually adore BTS. Come on, my name's K-pop. Yeah.
No, I don't know K-pop.
If you like Johnny Cash, give Coulter Wall a try. Okay. Kelly is
there is some country dude, like he's super young. He's like 21 and he sounds like he smokes like 48 packs a day and has lived for like 3 lifetimes. Like it's weird. It's like the dude has some demon possession to him and it sounds cool. And you're like, where did this come from? So I don't know if that's who he's talking about. Yeah. It's really cool. Yeah.
I've never heard of that person, but maybe.
I don't know if that's him. It might be him. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Yes, this is true. He still has the voice of when he did in the 80s. Also, Rob Halford vocals and Halford to this day. Best are my fave best vocals live.
It's just proper technique, you know? Like I know people don't care for the band currently, but I still love Slipknot and Corey's vocals are phenomenal and he's 50. Yeah. You know, he's 50, 50. Yeah, he's 50. So it's just if you use proper technique and take care of your chords, you're still like Rob's still going to hit those notes. So
it's insane. Painkiller. He's been doing it decades, and the guy's nailing it still. It's insane. Maiden is a great opening act, and Matt, you're gonna get a beat down by Kev, man.
Hey, I like what I like. I'm sorry. If people like it, that's fine. With I don't begrudge them, but I like a lot of. I like Mr. Bungle. That's a weird band. I like a lot of stuff people don't like. So.
I adore Mike Patton. Okay.
Yeah, we had this I remember you talking about Patton one night. But yeah, and Patton. I mean, he is the best vocalist there is. Like he just is. His range. There's nobody that has his range.
Genre of music possible, from blues to opera to whatever. Hell,
I've heard him do like French, like smooth singing French songs. I'm like, dude, what is this?
But when you look at the guy, he looks like a chubby accountant or something. It's crazy. You're like, where's his chops coming from? Yeah, it's insane.
Patton's awesome.
Sabbath. Yeah. Oh, Seven Dust. You're coming out with some Seven Dust.
Seven Dust is I like Seven Dust. They're not bad. I like old Seven Dust.
Touring right now. Yeah. Don't drink milk. Yeah, that'll probably mess up your glands.
Yeah,
Devo and Oingo Boingo guy.
Oingo Boingo, yeah. Oingo Boingo. Come on. Even just saying Oingo Boingo is fun.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just flash back to Wham. And now I just think of those little tiny shorts and sing of that. I would be singing that in my head all day. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Let me pull up the campaign for the other one and show that real quick because that's just the pre-launch page.
It's free to sign up. And you get a trading card when it launches if you back.
Woo! Yeah, I already pre-signed up, so yeah. So you just see some. You can see some of the lovely artwork here. Look at this gnarly dude.
Images. Yeah. That's the Samurai Priest. He was pretty popular in Absolute 1 and 2. And everybody loved him. That's actually who Dan Frega drew as the trading card for the first book. So very humbled by that. And this is just a little story. It's kind of an homage to the G.I. Joe Silent issue or Silent Night by Frank Miller in Sin City, where there's no dialogue. It's just him on a mission. So he's fighting ninjas and he's out to achieve something. Like you have to, or get to a goal. Like you have to flip through it and find out what it is. I can't really say too much because all it is just him going through and interrogating people and finding out something. So, but he doesn't ask questions. I have to do it through motions and stuff like that. And hopefully I pull it off because, telling a story without words is not the easiest thing to do. We'll see what happens. It's 24 pages. I have 5 more pages to do and then it's done. But if Inkspots finishes Coloring Frog G before I finish my pages or even launching this, I stop everything and I go straight back to Frog G because that's top priority. Yeah. That's what's out there now. That's what people have backed, and so that's what people are waiting on because it's late. So we go back into that, and I go back to inking the supplemental, and we're continuing from there. But aside from that, like I said, I only have 5 pages left. So, and this will be affordable, anywhere from $5 to $7. I have to find out what's going on with it, and then shipping should be affordable as well because it's 24 pages. And one thing I kind of want to try out with this is an experimental campaign on top of it. I want to have have hockey print some up in Australia. That way I don't have to ship anything to Australia, and it could cut down on the shipping costs to that because it's insanely expensive to ship over there. And I don't want to have to charge, $60 for a 24-page $5, $7 book, so.
Have you guys ever looked into Zoop?
I've heard of Zoop. Zoop gets a bad rap because the person who owns or runs Zoop was previously the person who was running Kickstarter who kicked out like John Malin and all them. So that's kind of like tainted territory, especially if you go around and promote on a lot of Comicsgate platforms.
Interesting.
A lot of them don't even want to host you if you're Kickstarter. You know what I mean? Which I think is ridiculous. But Zoop is like, poisonous fruit. You don't want to touch it.
The only reason I say that is because they do printing in house and they ship overseas from Zoop.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's kind of like maybe even an Amazon print on demand.
Yeah.
But this is a good way though for me to try the printing in Australia method. Hockey's got to find somebody over there.
Okay.
And just to see how the quality is, like if it's not up to snuff, we won't do it. But if it matches what I put out, perfect. Then we could print, whatever we could send him money. He could print it up, ship it out. He gets we could pay him a little bit of money. And also on top of that, he will have books that he can sell at like a convention or something like that. If he goes to one, because he's putting out his own book as well. So it's a little experiment that I want to try. And I know Zoop would probably be another way to go about it. And hey, if people want to do it, I don't care. I didn't get kicked out of Kickstarter, so you know what I mean. I don't care. Go over that. But and I'm also very, very lazy, and also the vision thing does make it very frustrating to learn new things. Like even clicking in fields and stuff like that. It's like, where do I go? It's just it's so infuriating. So I know Indiegogo. I know the methods I have to do in order. Even then, I miss stuff, but it's a little easier because I've done it a few times. Like Fund My Comic is a good one. But it's like I gotta learn everything. I gotta know where the fields are. I gotta know where to go. And what if I miss the wrong thing? It just start to get actually mad, So I know Indiegogo, so that's why it's on there. Like I said, it's probably shadow banned. You couldn't find it, but yeah. So hopefully it'll work. It'll be a 24-pager. Sign up. It's gonna be affordable, especially if you live in the U.S. because shipping's gonna be cheap. Book's gonna be cheap. I mainly want to try it because I want to put out a book that costs what a comic book costs. At a better quality, so like I said, it might be $1 or $2 more, but it'll be affordable in that regard. And these are hard times that we're on. So and I'm not doing anything. Like I'm not going to sit here wait aimlessly for Inkspots to just finish coloring Frog G and do nothing. I'm like, this is a good time for me to just do something or anything. So I was like, I'll just do this, and I wanted to try to do a page a day, which at the start I was doing a page a day. So I'm like, I can do a page a day if this is my full-time job, no problem. So I wanted to see if I could do that. So. Yeah, and it's fun. Cool. I'm having a great time doing it. It's gritty. It's messy.
Great.
Yeah. It's.
I've loved the sample pages that you've shown from here, like just like the splash page of just the rain hitting down like certain things and some of the scenes in there. Just been really cool.
Yeah, and that's there's no words, but when there'll be lightning strikes, and then you'll see the krakoom. So I will have that in there. So it'll be nice. And there it is one stormy night. There are some scenes where he's not outside. So but. Most of it is like that rainy, just like grit and just splatter everywhere, and me just having fun, like making a mess. So it's a good time. Yeah. And what's fun about this is I'm really happy that I'll post parts of it on Facebook, and I've had industry pros liking the image. So I'm like, that's really cool, So at least I know it's not terrible, that what I'm drawing, whether or not the story is cohesive, I don't know, because I won't know until other people look at it. I might shoot it over to Shay to see if it flows okay, because she's the editor on Absolute 1 and 2, and also one of the editors on Frog G. So might shoot it over to her when it's done. I think it's good. I think
it's going to be very neat. Okay, so Comic Journey. Both of these campaigns are on Indiegogo. The one that you see on screen here, which is for Absolute One Stormy Night, is on sign up for pre-launch. So when do you think that's going to go into active? That is a good question. Maybe.
not even I know, because like I said, if
Okay.
I only have 5 pages, I could theoretically draw those 5 pages in 5 days. I could
Okay.
easily do that.
Yeah.
And then once they're done, I could launch it. Or I could, do a page every couple days and, see where InkSpots is at, gauge where he's at. Because I also have to fulfill this campaign. So, once it gets to me. So yeah, but it does take a month or two for a campaign to run its course anyway. So
Yeah.
will that come into Frog G territory at that point? I kind of have to gauge it. So if it does launch, I would say within a month or two. If it does
Okay.
launch, if Frog G gets done, it might even get put off a year. I don't know, So, but that's the thing. If you sign up, you're on the mailing list. Whenever it does go live, I will, update you ahead of time, and it'll be like, okay, you signed up for that. It's about ready to launch. And I'll let you know. So that's the good thing about the signups is that it's free. You can kind of sign up, forget about it if you want, and go about your way if you're interested in the campaign, interested in the book.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also, just so you know, even if you just search on Indiegogo for Absolute, it's the first thing that pops up.
Oh, okay, good.
On there. So that's how I ended up finding it the last
nice.
time.
So it's not shadow banned. Okay.
Yeah. So because I remember what the title was, but I couldn't remember what like the second part of it was. So I did search that. That's how I found it earlier. So it is able to find it that way.
Nice.
And then the second title for Frog G is also on Indiegogo, and it's in demand phase. So that'll be up probably to start shipping, I'm gonna assume.
Well, Frog G, I can't say when, mainly because it's up to ink on the colors, and we got to finish the supplemental. And writing and lettering won't take all that long. So I'm hoping, I don't want to say a date specifically, but I'm just going to say like maybe January to February. And I only say that because we still have to print the books and get them, and that's going to take time. So, so he's 3/4 of the way done. Like, it's not like he's like at page 4, you know what I mean? So he's got a lot of it. Yeah, he's almost done. So, and then the supplemental won't be too, like, we already have like 6 pages drawn or done, I think. So we just have to write and letter everything. And because he's going to have the supplemental drawn, and I'm going to go be inking it, but we're going to write everything. And while I'm inking the supplemental, he's going to be lettering everything. And then we shoot it to the editors. So it'll go a lot faster once the coloring phase is done for the main book. So I want to say January, February, but it could even be later than that. We are putting in an extra foil trading card for every backer because of the lateness, and those are not cheap. So everybody who backs gets that foil trading card because InkSpots got busy with real life. It happens.
It happens.
It happens.
It for sure does.
That campaign, we were in a very good spot with Frog G, but that campaign was almost cursed with the two of us in a way, because even in the very beginning, like in December or something, January somewhere, InkSpots fell into a ditch and he hurt himself, but he didn't know how bad. No. And a couple months later, he was getting blood clots. He was hospitalized. Here he had broken his neck. So,
shit.
Yeah, he broke his neck. He was losing, his vision was going haywire. He couldn't really feel his fingertips because his diabetes was going out of control because of all this stuff. Like, yeah, and then I had dislocated, or not dislocated, I tore my rotator cuff on my left arm, and I'm left-handed. So I couldn't draw for a few weeks after I had done that. So I had to hurry up and finish my pages before surgery. So it was like this campaign, Frog G was met with a lot of resistance. So, we still trudged forward. So that's one reason also why it was late. Is like life happens. Like, we don't know what's gonna come out. And we even shot ahead of what we would think it would be. So, we still came into a lot of, like, these things do happen. Now, and you don't see us streaming every single day, or like, well, what are these guys doing? They're online for like 7 hours out of the day. Are they ever drawing? It's like, yeah, I might do a video, but it takes me an hour, to do a video. It doesn't take me all that long. So, and InkSpots is just never around unless he's on a stream. And if he's on a stream, he's coloring Frog G. So, it's not like you don't see us working or that we're not working. And I'm just kind of waiting for the finished pages. But yeah, it's been a rough go. It's been a rough go, but that's why it's one reason why it's late. And InkSpots' job, like, he runs his own company, so that delayed things because he got busy. He just got really busy with his work, his real life.
It happens. It happens. I think you guys are doing a fabulous fucking job for having all that shit happen to you guys, and give yourself a pat on the back for that. Yes, and it's looking fabulous, and It looks like a great read, and I can't wait to read it because I will be backing that as well.
It
Because
will be.
I wanted to back it for a while. Even when I went into your stream for the first time and I saw you on Red's auction, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is awesome!" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to back
Thank
it
you.
then." So
Yeah.
so we have. I don't know if we've already been on for 2 hours and almost 20 minutes, and I know your food is hard, and we've got
There's a microwave.
we've got 22 questions from CJ alone.
Let's hammer through some of them.
You want to hammer through some of them?
Let's hammer through some of them.
What is up, SOB? What is happening?
Hey,
welcome to the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'll answer them as fast as I can.
So I can already answer this for you. Are you a fan of gimmicks, foil, chrome, coupons for condoms, etc.? I'm gonna say yes, because you already have all that stuff on your campaign.
Kinda, yeah. I'm not a big fan of like I launched Frog G, and then like a month and a half later I'd be like, hey, you could do a promo code now. It's like, well, that's not fair to everybody else who just backed. So
yeah.
But out the gate, sure. Like if it's the first day, yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously, yeah. Is there anything too taboo for you to work on?
I'm not big on the nudie stuff and the hardcore sex stuff and stuff like that. I mean, I don't care if it's in a book. I don't care to draw it is all. So
okay, interesting. What has been the weirdest moment with a fan?
I really haven't had any weird moments with a fan. I think it's weird that they actually get like really excited that they're talking to me sometimes. Like they might come on a panel or be in a chat and they just go, I can't believe that. Like I'm not a pro. Like I'm just new to this. So that's probably the weirdest thing. Yeah.
Okay. This is a two-parter.
Okay.
Hold on. What has been your most devastating moment in this business thus far? And what has been your most greatest moment in this business thus far?
I was pretty bummed out that the Absolute Trade didn't fund, but I have only myself to blame. I didn't promote it properly, and I didn't go about it the right way. So that it wasn't like devastating too much as just like, oh, it's a bummer, and definitely Absolute One getting funded with a Dan Fraga trading card definitely peak. That's phenomenal that everybody had enough faith in me to, I'm brand new, so it was just great.
Very cool. Yeah. So that I would think would also kind of go to. I just lost it. Where'd it go? Oh my god, there's so many questions in here. Hold on. Where did this damn question go? Oh my god, my brain is tired. I'm getting so tired.
We don't have to hammer through them all if you want to end it. I don't want to keep you.
Where did this question go? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, my brain. What the hell? Let me step back here. Maybe I just can't see it. Oh, okay. Here's a good one. Here's a good one, CJ. What existing comic would you like to take and reinvent and put your spin on?
Oh, I would like to draw Batman. That'd be fun. But
okay.
as I prefer to kind of just draw my own thing. There are people who do what is it? People that are out of copyright domain. They'll do those, and that's fine. That's fine for them. It's not for me. I have plenty of ideas and plenty of my own IPs that I want to tackle those. But if I were to ask, like, it would be Batman probably, or Wolverine. It would be fun to draw as well. I would have a good time with that. But I'd want to make it bloody, and I would want to put his cigar back in his mouth. So
yes. Yeah, gotta have that. Gotta have that. Yeah. Definitely need to have that. This is a good one, and it could be. I would say this could be any person, alive or dead. Who would be your dream person to collaborate with?
Probably. Well, it's weird with another artist, but if I was working with another artist, it would be Jonathan Wayshak. As far as writers, maybe Garth Ennis.
Ooh.
He would be fun because he's gnarly and he doesn't care about getting too nitty gritty. So.
But yeah, I'd say you and Wayshak would mesh well together with your styles. That would look.
I mean, yeah, I'm influenced by him, so it just makes sense. And like, obviously Keith, but I really like all the Wayshak stuff. It's so good.
All right, let me just close that because the phone was going bananas for a second. Ask him all the questions, lady. He loves all the questions. Yeah, that's a lot of questions. A lot.
We don't have to get through them all.
So many questions. My brain just died looking at those questions. I'm just saying. Garth Anus, did Jason say?
Garth
Enos
Anus.
is nuts. I love him. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm thirsty and I'm tired. It's been almost 2.5 hours. So you know what? Your 15 questions can suck it, CJ.
I appreciate the
tell you
questions, though. I catch me on another stream and ask them there. I'll be more than happy to answer them.
Yeah, because you do a lot of your own streaming, so you could ask them questions there.
Yeah, I mean, I always every other Tuesday I'm live on Tuesday nights at 9:15 Eastern. Guaranteed. Like that's the main time. Otherwise, that I might have a sporadic late night stream. I might jump on somebody else's stream to draw. So, yeah.
Yeah, because he might come back and be drawing on my stream sometime. I might do another one sometime soon. You don't know.
I'm sorry. You know,
we've been on. We literally, he was here several hours ago. We were doing art earlier. Like, what? Come on.
Yeah.
You're going on question strike. You know what? That's fine because I already have them queued up and I can just copy and paste them from later.
Copy and paste them. There you go. Yeah. Next time I'm on, just read them off. Yeah.
I will. I'll pull up the stream. I will screenshot this and I will read them off for next time. Yeah. How about that, CJ? Yeah.
I do appreciate all the questions. I like answering them. I think they're fun. You know, I ask them to people myself, so I get it.
Yeah, no, seriously, my voice is already going. I'm tired and I really need to finish that Muppet this weekend. So I'm sorry, CJ. Your 15 questions can be put on for a whole another time. But yeah, no, I have a feeling you'll be back hanging with my art streams anyway.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Even not,
eventually.
you'll be on your own stream. So we could ask your beloved questions another time, CJ.
Provided I can read it or someone else can read it for me.
So. I will gladly read it to you. It's fine.
There you go.
Yeah. But so are you for sure doing your hold on, let me get rid of this and then so it won't be as weird. There we go. Are you for sure gonna be doing your auction on Sunday?
Yeah, I'll do the selling of the sketch covers at 5 p.m. Eastern. My co-host said that she is available, so hopefully she'll be there. If not, it'll be very difficult, but otherwise I'll give it a go. So yeah, but it's going to be kind of quick. It'll only be like an hour, and I'll sell off as many of them as I can because I'm trying to raise money to go to California because Dan Plagle is my friend. His birthday is sometime in the weekend of November, and he's got colon cancer and stuff like that, and I just want to fly over there, you know, for his birthday with hockey and everybody, and help cheer him up a little bit, you know, as much as we can. So any you know, funds are tight, so hopefully I can raise a couple bucks. Yeah.
We will be there for that, and I guarantee you there'd be a lot of people that would do that. So do you have a thumbnail or anything for that? Because if you do, I will spam the living bejeebus out of that.
You have a PayPal account that I'm just gonna do. Yeah.
No, like for your stream.
Oh, do I have a stream set up already?
Yeah, because if you do, I will spam that to go tell people to go.
I probably won't set it up until maybe tomorrow or even Sunday morning. But yeah, I don't have it set up yet. I wasn't 100%. I was gonna do it. I had to find out from Angela whether or not she was available. So.
All right. Well, when you do get it set up, let me know. I'll spam the living bejeebus on it because I have a lot of art peeps that love sketch covers.
I got about 10 or 12 sketch covers, I think, done. Nice. So yeah.
Okay. All right. And I do know somebody that was in chat the other day that still wanted one of the things that they showed. So I will be sure to have everybody go over there for that. So yes, go for it, peeps. Go buy his stuff and back his things and hang with the dude in his stuff and go ask him a million questions in his stuff. Yeah. All right. I'm tired. You're tired. You gotta be hungry. I don't know if I'm hungry or not, but I'm sure I'm thirsty.
There you go. Yeah, that's why I've been sipping in my 32 ouncer.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Let's go.
Let's
go do something. Let me end this.
All right.
Bye, dudes. Go